Maybe he's not okay.
Hello everyone and welcome to Laurence Plays for some more whatever we're playing today. Factorio Factorio Industrial Revolution, there we go. It is difficult to remember what's going on. We've what have we been doing? Yes, so last week I managed to get yellow science being produced somewhere down here in suitable quantities. And oh yes, and I messed around with them getting blue circuits and blue computers and those big frame things as well. So we've got all of those coming out and not doing very much with them just yet. So the plan was to try and get some of the useful researches done, things like artillery, which we did in fact do. We've got artillery now, and we've got rocket silos as well. So we can and nuclear power apparently. So we can start pushing for all of those sort of end game things that we were wanting to do. And that means we can hopefully now start trundling around with artillery trains and just blowing the hell out of all these biters that are all the way around the edge of the base and making things difficult for us. And in fact, I started down somewhere I started making artillery. I started making artillery shells for this train. We just don't have the artillery wagons for it yet, so it's a bit of a work in progress, but we are getting there. So we shall have to see how this goes. Let's rejoin chat with everyone else and see what they're up to.
I'm never cold, although it does have sleeves, so it's... I don't know what it is.
Al is never cold. That's what he's up to. Good. Right.
Hello.
So yes, I was thinking we don't really have enough explosives.
Where
coming
is
through.
Laurence? What do you mean?
I'm
In
over by
terms
the
of
artillery
noises?
stuff, but we don't have any artillery wagons. We're just making artillery shells, which is an important start, but
Minor detail.
only a start,
Yeah.
should we say?
Type
Oh, see, I don't have
clouds.
I need to get more wood chips.
I think she meant Jen has not actually ever joined early enough that she knows about your quiet time at the beginning when you introduce your stream without interruptions from everybody else, and I just narrate myself trying to connect to a game via the internet.
Yes, I like to be at least vaguely prepared. I say like to be. It doesn't really happen. It doesn't necessarily work out.
It would be nice if.
Yeah, kind of. Is that going to be enough? Yeah.
Right, why have I in here? I left this place and then you lot did stuff which I watched on the TV and I forgot about anyway.
It's fine, we've forgotten about it as well.
Mhm.
At least I have.
Why are you here if there's no reason for you to be here?
I remember that artillery was being done by me. Let's make another
I
one of
remember
these.
that that's
just
not
for fun.
happening because...
Yeah, I'm making the artillery shells, but not the artillery wagons.
I'm trying to remember how to make the thing that's needed for the artillery wagons. Chrome stuff.
Have you
And
got a
working
different
out how
type
much
of
I do.
insert? Oh dear. There may be a... I wish you could just define constants in this stupid game.
Oh, no, I just want to put one... Oh, I do have some, it's alright.
Let inserter type at ammo output equal... Oh no, you've got nowhere to put them.
Oh, I don't seem to...
You poor thing.
I think I need to put down more roboports. Oh, no. Ooh, maybe I... Yeah, I
Right,
probably do, but I need to be very careful not
stay
to link
manual.
them like that. So I need to put it in there. Then we'll probably be alright. Where am I? There I am.
Is this the case? Please let me zoom in on this.
Ammo cases. That's definitely a thing. Okay, so
Ammo
we've got.
cases.
So that's going to boost the production of explosives quite significantly. Like it's going to exactly double it because I'm going to have twice as much of everything that's going on here. At least I will want to power everything.
Yes, there should be 11
Power is
output,
useful.
and there's only 10 here. Very well. What are you requesting? Fast in Soitoi.
Insatoity.
You will whitelist.
I think I need to put down a yellow chest. Oh, I don't have any yellow. Oh, yes, I do. I do have yellow chests. These weren't quite where I was expecting to be. Put that over there. There we go. Now they can go and get rid of those trees.
And begin. Not you.
So, a
This
needle
one.
pulling thread.
A deer. A female deer.
Tristan is trying to produce me some artillery wagons because I'm a bit short of that at the moment. There's these two gaps here waiting for artillery wagons, so we'll get those hopefully, and then we can start. Then I can start shelling the biters, which will start immediately because I'm pretty sure those biters are in range.
1, 2, 3,
Count. Unless it's done something and given us pathetic range on them until we research upgrades. I doubt it. But
It is
it's
possible. I wouldn't put it past it.
Uh,
So to-do list. Nuclear power structures. Yes, I remember. I was building up exotic concrete. Exactly.
stunned silence.
It was the exhalation of dismay that I was really commenting on. I can't remember where I was making exotic concrete, but I'm pretty sure I was.
That might have been dismay at. This is why programming is so hard. I know I say that every week. Just staring at things that
Something's
appear to be
happening over here.
perfectly exactly the same, and you can't get the computer to tell you if they're actually the same or not.
Factorio doesn't yet support diff.
Exactly. Please diff the items in this train with the items in those boxes, because that is not putting any bloody inserters into the train, but there are 12 things. Why have I got carbon steel magazines as well as stainless steel magazines? That's probably got something to do with it.
Have you realised you're doing it wrong?
It is obsolete, but don't undo it while it's there because it'll start loading it with random stuff like that.
Well, it's supposed to. That's fine. Please move forwards.
Right, my concrete construction criteria cacophony, other words beginning with C. What was it again? What was I doing here? What is this doing? Oh, this is making.
Of course, I put myself in position where I'm still picking stuff up.
This is making Mark Stampfley.
Don't you?
Great, well done, Laurence.
Making who doing what now?
I was trying to work out what was being made here, which particular type of concrete this is. Oh, this is exotic concrete, I think. Yeah, it is. There's the exotic stuff coming in there to be added to it. So we have a station down here gradually filling up. We've got 16,000 exotic concretes. But I think yes. Oh yes, I remember. Yes, this whole area over here was going to become sort of nuclear central. So over here, I was going to come over and start building up the all of the buildings that are needed for actually nucleating. So I shall hop on a train and do that, and then continue to torture the English language because that's what I do.
It's what he be. It do be what he do.
Come and get me. And bring me to
Can we get your carriage? It won't.
So that's to be a passenger present. That's to be a passenger not present. And that will allow me to travel. I just need to wait for the bloody train to turn up now. I think, and I need to put in another pylon in here apparently, because that ain't reaching. There we go.
You're going to go there. You can clear, you can clear, you can clear. You don't need to be there. Okay. You can be there. And I've tidied this train up, which was probably worth it. Definitely, maybe. You are also.
There's my train. Okay,
what is happening?
Keep an eye on this.
Shouldn't be doing anything about it.
Oh right. It would help if I put the input in, wouldn't it? That would, make a big difference. Oh, and I'm going to need some water as well.
It's been said. There we go.
Many times, many ways.
You go there.
Make split. Yes, there we go. That is working now.
Well, no.
What is getting blown up anyway? Why are the bots there? The hell?
Bots are everywhere.
Yeah, but there.
Where are you? I will use the streamline.
Odd.
What?
Yeah, exactly.
Do they try and?
They must just be trying to get.
they're going from there up to there somewhere, probably.
Yeah, I think they must be, but it's a bit crazy.
Actually, no, they should run out of power along that line.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're probably doing the other way, the exact
Yeah,
opposite
the
of
other way.
that.
Yeah.
But still, I'm not sure why they'd be trying to go there.
Destruction planner. There's trees to be removed, so any
Oh,
bot is valid.
yeah, okay, that makes sense. Why have I
Right,
stopped?
auto.
Oh, there's a train in the
Continue.
way, that's why.
I'm not on the track. No, I'm not.
I'll just
You
get
going?
off here, I
You are
think.
going. Good.
There we go.
I'm going to get in you. No, I'm not.
I beg your pardon.
Ha! That was good news, Bears. I managed to run. I could run faster than the train because the train went the long way around. I knew.
Oh, we don't have any electroplaters. That's disappointing.
Do you usually join 30 plus mins in because you don't care enough to support
It is known.
us.
Oh, she's doing better than a certain person who I could mention, who never joins my streams at all.
Sometimes I never join your streams. I wouldn't say never. Never say never. I was going to join the other day. I can't remember why I didn't. What was I doing? I was trying to get some work done, and it did take me the exact 2 hours that I'd left myself. So.
Oh. Mike appears to have set up some sort of centrifuge production system here in a convenient corner. I mean, I guess he's got some centrifuges.
Is that a wooden chest it's putting them in?
Probably. Yes, it is.
I'm going to let this take me to all the places and see what's wrong with each individual one.
At least
because that's what I did last week,
and
and it makes an entertaining stream, and everybody loves it. Can I do anything else that is actually fun once I've done these outposts?
What's going on down
here? Could you make electroplaters, please? That would be useful, at least. I'm not sure about fun. But...
fun and profitable.
Do we need a... Is it a sort of thing we make a village for? Same electroplaters?
It's probably an on-the-bus thing, I suspect.
Probably, yeah.
It's machines.
Large carbon steel frames, lasers. Oh god. Fast inserters and carbon steel gears.
Large carbon steel frames are being made on the LTN network. Lasers are not being made because that requires you to go out and find rubies in it whenever you want a laser.
It might be a make 9 by hand.
Yeah, that might be easier at this point.
Lasers are being sort of made somewhere.
Sort of made somewhere, kind of maybe.
Laurence can tell you where, because I don't know.
You're not extracting any. Are you disabled for some reason? You've got less than 100 in the whole.
You can't just ask people if they're disabled. Yes, lasers are being made here, but they need to be hand-fed rubies.
Is there a way of asking? Tristan, you might know this. I have a filter inserter which is connected to the network.
Yep.
And therefore it's being enabled / disabled based on...
What is this even actually called? Refined concrete, not exotic concrete.
But the contents of the chest that it's pointing at, which it suddenly went as well, is connected to the combinator which serves as a train. I want to know how many things it thinks there are in that network.
Connect to the robo tower as well. One of the options when you're connected to the robo tower is tell me how many things are in here. If that chest is yellow, however, so
it's not the chest, but it's because the inserter is in the wireless network basically, so it's reading directly from the logistic network. So I want to read from the same logistic network. Is there a little multi-tool I can plug into it? I want to plug into it.
Don't like it up them.
I can put down. Hang on, I've got a better idea. Let me put this down and then use a green cable to go from there to there.
Right.
And then I can tell. Oh, that won't help. Not this one.
I know I was going to start building a lot of the stuff that we need for nuclear everythings.
And then this one can tell me the logistic. Here we go.
That.
There are 130.
Oh, bloody hell.
There are 51 in the chest.
And there are now 51 in the chest, and I'm not really sure why. Because the stack size is not 30. And there were 21 when I showed up.
That's a lot of stuff.
I don't think I need to disable that. Well, It depends on the priorities of the bots, doesn't it?
So
there
let's
must be
have a
some
look
down
at this
here.
the other way.
Yeah, 77 in the down and left from
Let's
you.
look at this. Revolutionary computers are on the LTN network, so I
Why
can get
is
them
there one
delivered.
down and left from me? Where the heck is it?
Carbon steel is here already.
Oh, they could go in there, don't they?
Copper.
But they won't
Graphite's made from
prioritise
petroleum coke.
putting
I
it.
could request that.
Do they
That's another
prioritise
thing.
bringing it from there?
Shielded steel plates. Now,
No, because
Mike has
look at how
half-arsed
many
them
there
down
are.
here. All that needs is lead to be brought in. So now, but we've got everything else here that we need. So that's a possible.
I'm sensing that there's going to be an issue, and I don't know if you have the same sense.
So
if they're
Refined
not
concrete's already
drawing
here.
them from
Okay, so we
there,
need lead, petroleum
then
coke.
the train
copper,
is going to
and
keep
blue
being
circuits.
requesting.
I need another
Yes.
station.
If you on this robo tower, if you tell it to read the contents of the logistics system,
Should I just do
That-
that, and then it will?
that will
'cause
fix
I
that.
don't want it to do anything else as well. So
you
now
need
it thinks
the-
there are.
Yeah, it think
61.
it's double counting everything that's in a red or yellow chest now. So you want to disconnect
no.
those from the red wires.
Oh god, I don't know which one those are. So that means you need to be.
But nothing on the left-hand side should be connected.
Right.
Oh, this is a complete rewrite of the entire blueprint. How many times? How many weeks? How many hours can I put into getting a correct blueprint for a fucking simple network? For a simple, it's just an outpost, and every time there's a bug.
Have you tried getting
And
it
I
right the
don't mean
first
to
time?
bite us. I have.
Have you
Believe
tried
it
a
or
bit
not.
harder?
I am trying hard. Well, you only get one chance to get it right the first time, don't you?
Yeah,
This
fair
is like my
point.
Not
fourth
wrong.
first time.
Yeah, I can't dispute that. I have to admit. I'm just going to do some mass deforestation here because I can't see what I'm doing.
You're going to destroy a whole bunch of bots as they fly from the top right down to you.
Oh well, bots are cheap.
Shut up and dance. So all of these are.
Don't give me the wood. I don't want the wood.
Hey Tristan, why don't I just make them all that type of chest and then it doesn't matter, does it? The only reason these aren't is because they're feeding belts directly, but who cares? They're cheap, right? Do we care that
Yeah,
much? Is that big of a deal?
it won't affect the functionality as long as you're making them red.
Is
Yeah,
that the
that's
bot
just-
side?
You should change them
Wow,
to
there's a lot
red
of bots
before
being blown
you
up on the way over.
unlink them because that station
Oh,
is
well.
now going to be requesting.
Yeah, but I've
a
put the
train.
train onto manual, so you can't do anything.
Yeah, but there is another train.
We need
There's
that
a train
artillery
there.
to stop the bots being destroyed as they go over that corner of the base that they're not supposed to go over.
Yeah, there's a train limit, so it can't go there anyway.
The train's not there though, because
Does that
you've
make it
turned
just a
to
limit?
manual.
It doesn't count as at the station, even if
No,
it's in
because it's on
the
manual, so it's not at the station.
Well,
It just happens to be in the same place as it would be for being at the station.
luckily it was somewhere else. It didn't matter. What's this for? Probably crap that the bots have picked up that they don't need.
Yeah. always was.
I like this
Okay,
one
minibus
more
time.
now. This is my favourite blueprint now. So you don't need to be connected. What are you then?
So there's going to be a lot of stuff being dealt with over here. Starting off with some of these metals, all of the other stuff I'm bringing in, and I'm just going to produce a sort of a mini bus design over here.
Minibus?
Yes, a mini bus. Why is none of this linked in? There we go. Just work, DM.
Right. So you're counting the amount of stuff in both tanks.
That was
You don't need to
clearly
fix
the
it.
limiting factor of why I wasn't getting as much exotic concrete through as I was
There we
expecting.
go.
Great.
Right. What are your numbers now?
Fail.
What's the frequency? Kenneth? I don't know. Are these right? I don't know. Yes, I think so. Oh, suddenly there's 11. What? Am I in the network?
Am I in the computer?
Is it counting the stuff in my trash slots?
Potentially yes.
I did not know it did that.
I don't know. Hence the potentially.
Yes.
It's the sort of thing I wouldn't put past it. But
Well, I'm still in the fucking network. Get over here. Yes, it is counting the stuff in my trash slots as part of the network. So
Which
if you
makes
go,
sense. It wants things to pick it up.
Yeah, but that means if you go into a place that's relying on the network and you just screw everything up temporarily, it redirects a train and it goes off and falls off the cliff like in Back to the Future.
No, because your
What?
trash slots will add stuff to the network.
Yeah, but they're bots.
Seemingly.
Then I'll leave again, and they won't have got the stuff, and then the train will be over there in a ravine or something.
What?
I'm catastrophizing the reason why a train not being there for a few minutes would be a big deal.
Fortunately, the
'Cause
trains in
the train wouldn't
Factorio are a
show
bit
up.
smarter than that, and they don't tend to drive
Well,
into cliffs, drive off
Yeah,
cliffs.
but it
or
might have gone
drive
somewhere,
into ravines.
and
There we go,
then
that
now
makes-
it's empty, and now there's nothing, and then how many times have we run out of stuff so that the train just doesn't arrive anymore and everything grinds to a halt? Oh, hello.
That's true.
stuff's
That is a thing that happens.
Yes, please take that. Oh, brilliant.
Right.
They're
Assembly
also
machines.
so not okay because there's no logistic spots. They're not actually taking my stuff unless they need it for construction. That's actually very helpful. Stop!
Yeah, that
Stop
was
No, wait.
trying
that
to
was
fix a
meant to be my point.
wall
one
that's
of
on
them.
fire. Maybe we should put. Oh, they're going to shoot it anyway, aren't they? Is there a minimum range on the
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
doodahs?
Oodah
Is the
doodah.
word?
Doodah?
Does not look like there is. Oh, maybe there is. Hang on.
Yeah, I think flamethrowers have a minimum range. I'm not certain.
Maybe they should be
but I think
closer
they
to the
do.
wall. We should just put them next to the wall. Surely that's a lot better. Why
Might
are they so far away?
Might just work. You never know.
It would mean rebuilding the entirety of our. Let's do that on our
Yeah.
next push.
Well, hopefully our next push will be significantly easier because we'll have artillery. So yeah.
Yep.
That seems reasonable.
Everybody's artillery.
Yeah, minimum range of 6.
Yar artillery.
So that's how you don't burn
Guns of
your own
pirates.
walls down. You don't put the walls in the range of the. Oh, blimey.
Diddly.
That would make a lot more sense, actually. If only
1,
you told us
2.
that before, Laurence.
I've
Right.
never encountered flammable walls before. This is my defense, and I'm sticking to it.
That is true. We have not had.
Oh no, I missed.
Right, get in this train and please continue. Play. Where are we going now? And passenger present. No. I really wish there was a better way of doing this. Get this out of here. Oh, bollocks. Apparently we're going somewhere else. Never mind. I can't figure out the and or mechanics of this train
One-
stop.
And the other oars.
Yeah, but if you have both in the same thing,
They
There's no way of
It
it.
groups
there's
them
no
nicely
way of
together.
changing the grouping.
Is there not? Are you sure?
There
No.
is. It depends how they're ordered, and
Yeah.
it makes it clear what it's doing, and then by dragging it, you can.
Make it do different things.
Yeah, I spent a long time the other week trying to get it to do the correct
Plates,
thing, and it just wouldn't.
plates. Rods.
Please
It can. But
save me from this nothing I've become. So where's Mike then? Are you gonna ring him?
It's a good question. All right, I'll I shall do the WhatsApps. Who is he? He is. Why does? How do I alphabet? There he is.
Why is my computer struggling, or is it yours? Are we all struggling, or is it just me?
mine's fine. Laurence isn't doing anything.
I'm looking at my phone.
Yeah.
Right. I seem to be okay though.
Boo-doo-doo.
The stream is showing flashy things, flashing regularly.
That's a good sign. I think. Right.
Might have just been me.
Yeah, sounds likely. It's an owl problem.
Turn that on, and then take all of these away. Go away, all the things. Doing, doing. Ah, connecting them is boing, 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 but disconnecting them is clicky, clicky, click. It's quite it's not quite as satisfying. You know what I mean? Don't pretend
It's
you
a
don't.
good start.
It knows
I kinda
that it
want to do this
created
as well.
the wires for free, so you can't have them back.
So we need to make that.
And I don't think it ever gives them back.
No, you never get wires back.
You never
So
get
we need
wires
to make
back.
those.
How rude.
Very.
Trade's rude.
Is he?
Trade routes. Well, now there's not enough things here. Right, this one shouldn't. Well, you've got chocolate.
Rivet.
This one shouldn't
Rivet,
have
Rivet.
exerters.
Oh,
But it's asking for them.
put these too
You
far
should have
apart.
exerters. You've got the wrong type of exerters anyway. What the hell's wrong with you?
Wrong type of X.
Right, so you're on.
Right, that's all my carbon steel bits and pieces made up. So now let's start making. Now we need to start making them into these plates. No, these plates, then these plates.
And you've got a.
So plates and rivets.
The other one was set up
Gonna
so
need
well.
rivets anywhere else? I'm not
You
sure.
need to be enabled if there are fewer than 100 iron repair
So let's do
kits
that,
in the whole wide
and then-
world, which you can see. You should be disabled now. Yes, because there's a billion of those. Largely, not that one. That one. Okay.
Suppose that'll do.
You have a hugely negative number of walls. Because your number is wrong, you dick. Oh no, this was the bad one. I don't like this one. This one's stupid. Okay.
So that's going to be the reinforced carbon steel plates, yeah. And then we need to get lead over here. So let's assume that's this one. And this is the this is
could
going to
go
be
wrong?
this is plates, which is
Hello, blue train.
this one, like so.
And you need to be on blue ammo as well.
Crossy.
Shouldn't you be on blue ammo? Do we not have blue shotgun shells? I thought we had blue shotgun. Am I
I
confused?
have a feeling there might not be such a thing as blue shotgun shells, but I'm also not sure enough to say that
Blue
with
shotgun shells are
any
worse
degree
than
of
white
certainty.
shotgun shells.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Right, then there's not the... What?
The only
There's
reason we're
three
using
colours of ammo and two of them are the same. Okay, yeah, okay, there's blue boring and blue shiny.
is there?
Oh, for the magazines. Yeah,
One's-
call it purple.
Which one's purple?
The second one. The
better one.
Third one along.
Hey, what's the wrong
You
website?
got blue, white, purple, green.
Blue, white, okay, so stainless steel is purple. So we're on purple right now.
Yes.
In fact, just don't even bother with this. Get that out. There we go. I don't know what I'm saying, and then people are chatting, putting words in chat, and I'm going, "What are you talking about?"
Oh yeah, I should probably be able to try and see yours. Oh
Many
wait,
years ago.
Titch. I see.
Titch.
Apparently so. It's a small streaming website.
For small streamers.
Yes. Well, given that I probably have one viewer, and I think that might be me. Yes. What does it
Oh yeah,
count?
you said LinkedIn, and I was going to make a joke about LinkedIn, but I don't really know why you said it, so I don't remember why. Maybe I was going to say something. I don't know.
Apparently it's something to do with me, so who knows?
You did say LinkedIn, and then I started in my head bitching about their shitty UI when it comes to the cookie policy, and then I decided not to say anything and forgot about it.
If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. Kicked in, and so you were kept stum.
Well, it just is really boring. It's just a very minor gripe in the grand scheme of things.
Fair.
It was literally not worth saying, so I didn't.
Hooray! Bots to take the trees away.
No, yours. Oh,
It just occurs to me I'm a little bit close to this uranium mine, but I think I'll start building on the other side of the bus almost immediately, which is always a bad idea, but I'm going to do it anyway. I hope I don't need too many of any of these things. So, right, this is going to have to be lead. Lead.
Led by whom?
Led by donkeys.
Led by Southwest. Right,
So that's that
unhook all
one.
these.
And then this will come up
These are hooked up.
here like so.
How are these all so different? What is happening? Are you connected or not? You are connected to something, but I just don't know
Right.
what. What the fuck are you connected to?
I should get a lead train at some point to here. Yes, the light has gone yellow. No, it's not the light. Yes, it is. Yes, the light has gone yellow, so I couldn't see it behind the tree properly. So that I should be getting a lead train in here any moment. That'll mean I'll be getting these panels, which is apparently that and then concrete and then
Nope.
refined concrete. Yes, and advanced motors as well. Bloody hell. And stainless steel frames. Oh, for goodness sake.
Advanced motors, the blue ones.
Yes.
They're
Right.
a train system.
Yeah, I know, but that just means
Okay.
I need to put in yet another station.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Also, there is a
Vertical
wall in the middle of the
connections
station. What's
are
going on here?
impossible. Avoid at all costs.
What's that?
Never connect wires in a vertical line because it's impossible to see what's connected to what unless you've done it perfectly.
This is true. It is extremely difficult.
Hmm.
What did these do?
You have said the solution.
Don't do it.
Do it perfectly the first time.
Well, who's got time for that? I tell you, ain't
It
nobody
takes
got time
less
for that.
time.
Guess.
It would do, if, yeah, well it does. But then you have to put the time into getting it perfect the first time, which takes time.
Oh, those are just loop
Laurence,
rounds.
where are your lasers?
I'm a firing my laser.
I pinged them a little while ago. Give me a second. I'll.
Okay.
They
Not that
are
ping.
somewhere about here.
That ping.
Ping.
This seems correct.
Oh, right, on the bus. Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see. I put the storage chest. Did I do that? Should I have done that? Let's put this on as well. Maybe.
Right, so it's going
I
to be.
don't know. You can only store.
Oh, I haven't
right,
programmed
good.
these. Derp. No, not you. You. Lead, please.
Okay. That's probably okay. Ah, what are you doing that for?
Saving the map.
It's probably fine. Nothing will go wrong.
Come on, just paste it. There we go. Hurrah, pasting.
Hope Mike's okay.
Yeah,
And
he's
associated
quite.
family.
I'm assuming he probably said he wouldn't be able to make it at some point in the past, and we all just forgot because that's the sort of thing.
I remember
he
him
would do.
saying that, but I don't remember him saying it
About
this
today.
week. Sorry, we don't need him.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
Last time we didn't have any Mike. We just didn't have any tin, lead, and copper for the tyrants.
And who needs those? Right. Oh.
Okay, let's have a look at this one then. Oh, what are you doing here? Why have you got crap in you?
Let's make the nuclear reactors first, actually, because that's something that Mike hasn't done yet. Therefore, it's not wasted time. But let's leave plenty of space because I know I'm going to have to make this bigger. We only need one machine making each of these machines because they're machines. Therefore, they don't need to be made en masse. So let's make nuclear. No, let's make these first.
Who connected the
I need carbon
outpost
steel
to the
cables
main
as well.
network? That's a good question, isn't it?
How do you make a carbon steel cable then?
Oh, to spec, Laurence.
What'd you say?
Is that connected to anything else?
What was the question?
No, you're in a non-network at the moment. The one you're standing in. That's not an
Yeah.
outpost network or.
Why does it not go in? What's this for?
It's probably one that got disconnected.
It looks like this is part of the
Where
blueprint.
are you? Oh, you're there.
And this one just happens to be nearby. Right, I would
Yeah,
like to not have
there
those connected
should-
together, please.
Ah, yes. It's because there should, according to the blueprint, be one there. But if there is, then it gets linked to the outpost. So what we actually need is one
Well, this
here.
one's linked to the outpost.
Well, it shouldn't be. Oh.
That's the problem.
Oh, right.
No. Oh.
No, it's that one. Yeah. Okay. Yes, I see what you mean.
So we can't really have one on either. We
that
can
was close,
swap.
Al.
Hello, what?
You need to move that one off to the left so that it's.
If we just blat that
far
one.
enough away.
Well, the problem with this is that what's supposed to be happening
There we
is that there should be another.
And yeah, this one should
inserter
be.
there.
Here.
That one has to be there. It's part of the blueprint and its design. You can't move that one because there's
It's
an
loading
inserter.
from. It's loading from the train.
Yes.
Oh, I
But
see.
what we can do
Gotcha.
is just like put
Put an
this
extra
here.
one in. We need an extra one there.
Why don't we just put that there? And then... Oh, come on. How far away do you need to be? There you go.
No, you don't want it linked down and right.
Ready?
Yeah, that's
figured all
okay
these
now.
ones.
That's okay. We can put one. We can put one here as well.
Yeah,
Oh,
that'll be fine.
or there where I'll just put it. Yeah, that works too.
Oh, no power.
But
And that
also
gives
you
us
need
extra solar panels.
this one here as well. Because otherwise the train isn't linked. The train's drop-off point isn't linked
Yes,
into the rest of the network.
I assume that one was deleted as well because of reasons. There you
Yeah,
go.
presumably. Okay, so that's probably okay, and that'll probably allow all the rest of these
Where the fuck are you going? Give me that shit back. What are you doing? There should be no
They're
logistics
in your
spot in this.
trash slots.
blueprints to be
Yeah,
made.
but
But
there
yeah,
should
they
be
shouldn't
any.
be.
Now I have to track those bastards down, don't I? Give me these.
Yeah.
Can I request logistics spots from the network?
Not if they're in
No.
roboports, no.
See Discord.
Now where was I?
Ah!
Oh yes, I
Still
was going to
looks
make
like a
cables.
Halloween mask, but it's more better. Oh my god, how many logistics net robots are here? 34. Okay, give me those. How many more? Red rocket, what now? So I've got a random trash box over here. That was not my fault. That was probably someone else's fault. Where's come back?
No idea
They're
what
all
you're
going to
referring
be
to.
over there because they're going to be trashing stuff. Ah, so maybe I should trash something and then go and get it back.
And now here we want to make some cables.
Here, take this.
Cables,
Dangerous
cables,
go there.
cables.
Yeah, just stand by the yellow chest and
Oh yeah, I might as well do that.
bash a bunch of stuff. Pick it up again and collect
That one.
the bots from the nearby.
That
offlane.
means this one.
There's a lot of
Not
them.
like that.
Why are there so many stupid bots? Oop. Oh, I have to take them out first. Give me those.
Pretty much all
Then we
bots
do
are
it again.
stupid, I'm afraid.
Anyone coming? Anyone on the way? That looks like all of them. Right, well done.
Right, that's
No,
that in
there's more.
there.
What are you doing?
Bring that out here.
Is it using the ones from my
And
inventory?
along here. Right.
Will it do that? Surely not.
It shouldn't, no.
No, it's not. I think it's just... Is that it? Right, well there's a nice polluted network. Do you know what? You can keep these. I don't want them. Shitty chests. Get fucked. Oh, there's another one! What are you doing? Where are they coming from? This is definitely isolated, right?
Right.
If it wasn't for the fact that he was streaming, I can tell he's not, I would be suspecting Laurence of just dropping
Trolling.
a bot into the network every so often.
I mean, that is totally the sort of thing I would do if I thought
It would be
of
nice if they
but I'm
coloured the
too
networks,
distracted
actually.
and busy at the moment.
No,
They
that's
do,
kind
they
of-
just
I think
currently
you
colour
need
them in one colour.
Let's put another thing here so this robot will have some power. There you go.
What else do you need?
Get
You
out
need
of here.
copper. What is this? This is lead. This is supposed to be lead. Why is there no lead coming out?
Wrong one. What are you doing? Get back here.
Why is there no lead? I can't get to tell what's going on because of all the bloody trees. Oh, is that not an output? That's not an output from... There we go. Okay.
I haven't got bots on, that's why I can't see them. Okay.
Bring that over here.
Hi. That seems fine.
Okay.
And I am requesting those chests, so you might as well give me them back. Where are they? They're in my.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. This one here. Here's the next thing. Actually, no, I do need these. Yeah, these are a thing.
There's a lot of explosive rockets in here, so I'm gonna take them out of there.
Probably doesn't need to be...
Seems sensible.
That's nice, isn't it?
Oh no, it's right. Yeah, it does need to be there.
Okay, let's fix this stupid thing. You should be a yellow chest. Are you a yellow chest? Yes. Storage chest. Passive chest.
That means this one needs to be copper. So now I need to
So-
somehow find the station, find the box of the station. It's down here somewhere, but I can't. I think I just need to get rid of all those trees.
The other shooty.
Give me a deconstruction planner.
This shooty. There you go. Now you can do some
And
work.
trees and rocks only.
Trees and rocks and trees and rocks.
No, thank you.
Ah. No, that's not how this works. Not this one. You're a provider chest. This needs to be bots.
Can I have another
What's
All
going
wave?
lasers
wrong
must be
with this?
intermediate products.
Pardon me?
I just realised I should put productivity modules in it, but I can't.
Oh, here's another wave of bots.
Hello? What are you doing? Why are you limping up the stairs?
Shoop. There we go. There is something satisfying about taking out a significant sized forest with bots. Oh. No! Don't be stupid. Do what I mean. Not what I say. There we go. Right, so that one's lead. This one then, therefore, was going to be copper, wasn't it? Yeah, the next one up was copper. I feel like I'm absorbing an enormous quantity of all of the materials in here, and not very much of it is actually going to get used. But hopefully, we'll start producing more building. Maybe this can be the start of a new bus or something like that. I don't think it can be because I don't think there's anything like enough space, but it'll do, I suppose.
Unless anyone objects, I'm going to use the Beast Finder thing.
have
I
no
don't
reason
mind.
to
I'm
object.
not in combat or anything.
I suppose I do, but I'm not going to.
There's why is there a
Construction bot?
wall in this one as well? What are the chances of that? Did I copy and paste a wall that I couldn't see because of all the trees? That's kind of ridiculous, but I wouldn't actually be that surprised if I had. There we go. Fix that up
Probably.
anyway.
So you're going to have walls. 1, 2, 3. X. You're doing a lot of stuff over there, aren't you? 100 of those. Can I, if I just paste a combinator, will it update the one that I've got? Like over the top of it. Guess you can't do that, right? Does it work? I don't know. Let's find out.
Put that one there. Right.
Nope.
Okay, so eventually this is going to be
Don't even know if that was right.
heat pipes. So we'll
just
have
paste a
that. That
random.
will
This is
work.
cargo cult everything. That's how this is going to work. What should be here?
Let's move this up a notch because I have a feeling
1,
this is
2,
going to be
3,
difficult.
4, 5,
We're
6,
going to make
7,
this
8,
one can
9,
be
10. That seems right.
nuclear reactors. No, going to need to make graphite for that first.
Old clear reactors.
Okay, apparently we're going to make graphite. Can we make graphite in one of these machines? Probably not. It's probably going to require some sort of science, chemical plant, I suspect. Let's look it up. Graphite is made no furnace. Okay, that's different.
What the? Just put
I do
like
have some of
20.
those little R2D2 things.
We want
Right,
A.
they just merrily burn stuff. Okay, that's fine. I don't need to program them. It's nice and easy.
Why can't I see those signals? Because you are not
That's loud.
reporting the number of bots.
So this one
Could
is
you not
copper.
connect?
So this one can be petroleum coke.
Do we not use large stainless steel frames anywhere?
I'm about to.
Ah,
Are we making them?
no.
I thought I set them up to be made. Maybe it was large carbon steel frames. No, yeah, we're making large stainless steel frames. They're going into the station.
Where? Ah, why was Beast Finder not picking them up then?
Don't know. Maybe it's broken.
Hmm.
Yeah, the machines that are actually making them are here.
Not looking at the moment, but I saw where they were being made.
Okay.
But you have pinged them, so they should be on this.
In the history, yeah.
314 robots?
That's several.
We don't need 314 bots up here.
Are you sure?
We need like 150.
I should probably also ask you then if we're making corrosion-resistant steel plates anywhere.
No, I'm making shielded steel plate. Oh, corrosion resistant. I have a feeling we might be. I know you're
The
going to
tanks
immediately
and
ask
things
me.
need a lower tier version of that.
Okay, because I've made various. I have definitely made corrosion resistant plates of a sort somewhere, but corrosion resistant steel plates, you say? Let me see if I can find them and have a look and see what they.
There's also corrosion
Oh, the
resistant
ones that are copper
iron.
nickel and reinforced carbon steel plates. Yes, I think so. I know you're now going to want to know where, but
It would be useful.
how many do you need? Is it just a handful that
Uh,
you could grow up and just grab them, or do you need them permanently?
Why did I think I needed lasers? I don't need lasers.
You
I think I
needed
was
them.
looking at
You
the wrong
thought you
recipe
needed
for
them
that,
for the electroplating.
which I don't. No, I was looking at the wrong recipe at that point. Never mind. Thank you. I shall look at that in a moment. I'm
Okay,
picking
You
up
should be
however
doing
many
cool.
frames I need.
walls.
I think it was 18.
Right, so
No, it's
that's
just 9.
that.
2 times
That's the graphite. Was it? I think it was graphite. Then I think I've probably got everything I need to make one of these. So revolutionary computers are going to come in by train. Heat pipes I'm making on site. Graphite I'm making on site. Yeah, it's all here. Cool.
Right. So. Okay. You need less than 100 in there, and you'll do the thing.
That's two of the
Then,
things. And here we have more
where are my
things,
things?
which is going to be this one, I guess. And then probably this one, which doesn't exist yet because I seem to have run out of already.
Baloo, baloo. Emergency robots.
So I guess we're going to have
Where are you connected? Nope.
large stainless steel frames.
Give me that back. Nope, that copper
And we're
wire.
going to need blue computers as well. Actually, let's take that like that.
Why were you connected to that? What the fur?
Fur?
Buh. Fucking good soup. What are these random ass connections all about? There's another one. What's that?
Arse
Oh, yeah.
connections are the worst connections.
Someone's arsing them up. I'm not so sure. Right, let's go. Get in first. There we go. Drive on. Wait. Let me get in first.
Where? Oh, going to get green wires.
Home, James.
Oh,
Don't
right,
spare the
copper.
horses.
We've surely got. Oh, what are you? Oh, you're petroleum coke. Okay. Stop getting stuck on those things. Petroleum coke, petroleum
Where
coke,
are all
petroleum
your
coke.
fans then,
That one.
Laurence?
This one never. The Industrial Revolution never seems to get quite the same viewership as space exploration. I don't know
No,
whether
but
it's a
there's
less
normally a
popular.
few people heckling you from chat telling
Yeah,
you.
I've only got 2 viewers at the moment for some reason. Not sure why I'm not sure why it's so quiet.
One of them was probably me.
Yeah, quite. One's probably there's 2 are probably you two.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why it's so quiet, but sometimes it is. Mysteries of the YouTubes.
Everyone's preparing for Christmas.
Maybe.
Christ's Mass.
I hope people aren't too distracted by it. I made quite a nice video. It's coming out on Saturday, so I'm hoping it's going to do quite well because I'm quite pleased with it.
Don't know where you find the time.
Nor do I sometimes.
Script. I'm learning a lot about stuff. This
Good.
Raspberry Pi image, which is a zipped up .img file, which I believe means image, you can just concatenate zeros to it and you get a bigger partition.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Like it's just the thing. There's nothing special about it.
I think I normally tend to make my partitions from the image and then just make them embiggen them using gparted because that's easy and I know it works.
900? Stop. Why are there 900? You're not doing anything. Oh, there's 100. What? Did I confuse myself with the thing that I was looking at, maybe?
1, 2,
108.
3, 4,
that
5.
seems
There's
okay.
5 inputs on this thing. Blimey. Right, that explains why I had made a thing and then not used it anywhere. Why are you not running?
I'm sitting down.
Oh, arse! I forgot to plate the lead before I passed it in. It needs to be lead plates, not lead ingots. Okay, we'll put them up here. It's probably going to be a mistake, but never mind.
Right, where are we going now, train? Is this a new one? Have we been here before?
I like how you just given the train the choice as to where you go rather than worrying
I've
about
got a
it.
shitload of outposts to fix, and I want it to.
Oh, so you're just letting it
Want to
take your
see
own.
how it's.
Yeah.
I also want to see if it's like constantly sorting out the same ones, because they're always running out of stuff before the other ones get an option. Given how long I spend at each station.
Right, let's now try and pull all this lead out because that's not supposed to be there.
Get the lead out. Does that mean start writing?
Probably.
I've done this one.
Although
already.
all of my writing tends to take place with a keyboard rather than a pencil.
I think it's a bit of an older expression than that, actually.
Seems likely.
So we are okay. We're extracting these. So how many do you think you've got? Quite a lot, maybe. Oh look, you're all on fire again. This whole place is constantly alight.
Yeah, that's why
Stop-
we're trying to get
stop
artillery up and running because then we can push the biters back a bit to the point where they stop coming over and investigating the walls and causing the flamethrowers to go off.
Can you show me my? If I do this and then this. Mildly perplexed.
All right, there we go. There's some lead plates coming through.
Oh, I literally cannot see this coverage. Where the hell is it? Give me a better colour.
That is very difficult to see. I can't see it on your stream either. Hooray! Things. Just what I needed.
I suspect we might do better then if we literally just don't have walls here. What if I just delete an array of walls? Because the turrets seem to be killing everything.
Yeah,
I'm assuming they don't carry fire around with them.
No, but they were.
The biters are clearly getting to the wall though, because otherwise the
Yeah,
wall.
but they're
would
not
set on
destroying the wall. The fire is destroying the wall.
Yeah, but if the biters are getting to the wall, then they'll keep running past it and set fire to things that we don't want them to set fire
No,
to.
I mean, not
Sorry, they'll
both of
come
them.
through and chew on things rather. That's what I
Not
actually
both layers, just this one layer.
Oh, I see. I mean,
Well,
you
there's
could
3
try
layers,
it,
actually.
I suppose.
Because I'm pretty sure that that's the layer of wall that is in range of the turret. Not that I can tell at all. Let's try up here. Any
Hooray, we
vertical
have
walls
chrome
are actually
stuff.
helpful.
Hurrah!
You got me. Ah,
and
no,
we
never
have
mind.
whatever these things are. Shielded steel plates. That's
That
steel.
fairly arbitrary 3 machines for each seems to have worked out pretty well. Gears are little, and plates are a little light. Rods are almost a solid half yellow belt.
I've put it back because I realised that the arc of the thing means that the majority of the base
Hark!
is actually within range of the wall of the turret because it's such a wide range. So you have to have the
Where's my copper?
It doesn't just have to be close; it has to be very close to make sure that none of that
Okay, it's on its way.
is in range of the turret.
Where's my petroleum
Let's go
coke?
somewhere
We don't
else.
have any. Yes, we do. It's full. That's all right. Where's
Were
my?
you
What are we having
making
here? Those.
plain artillery turrets over there, Laurence?
No.
Why aren't we going anywhere?
Could you? By the sounds of it, you have most of the stuff. Well, or some of the stuff at least. You had refined concrete at least.
Space is full. Go
Yes, refined concrete. I do have a quantity of.
You were saying something about large stainless steel frames as well.
Oh yeah, they're coming over.
Stainless steel plates and beams,
No, don't have stainless steel.
and then gyroscopes, however they're made.
Don't have gyroscopes over here, no. But the rest of it, yeah. How many? Everything to 120. 320 refined concretes. Blimey. Why is the not?
Talk is cheap. Shut up and down.
So computers and refined concrete. So what? I've got something coming in here. So that's presumably computer. It's those. Those have been made here. No. Okay, so one of these should be refined concrete. Let's make it this one.
Come on, fill up faster. What are you taking? Charcoal to Newcastle?
Chromed plates, rods, and gears are now available on the LTN system for a length 3 train. There's not going to be massive uses of them.
Yeah, that sounds reasonable.
Why am I
Start
waiting
looking at
for?
putting gyroscopes on a train.
Why are we waiting? This says no path.
That's why you're
Why
waiting
does
then.
this train say no? This train here says no path. Why is there no path? Where's it trying to go?
Ask it.
How many stainless steel frames have we got?
Temporary. It's trying to go to temporary. How about you don't have that?
1.7 thousand. That's not very many. This is going to take a very long time to produce enough to. I'm just going to send a train over to pick up what's available.
You
And then...
shouldn't have deleted that, Al. Never mind.
Oh dear.
It's got no path to Cyril either, so that's okay.
Exactly. Yeah, it's the place requesting it is where is Laurence? Is it up there? Yes, Laurence has that station here. So my
I
assumption
shall do
is
some
it's this one.
renaming in a moment.
Why can't Laurence? You haven't even connected your track.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Oh,
Laurence,
have
you've
I not?
broken stuff.
How did you
Oh
manage
yeah,
that?
there's a bit
That's
missing
a
there.
paste job. There's a blueprint for that. Right, manual mode, please. I'm getting a bit bored of this. So I might do the other thing that you said. What did you say, Tristan? Is it on the to-do list?
I don't know.
Okay, I have requested
No.
those pieces of
What
rail
did-
because I don't have any rail in my inventories.
What did you say it was? What did you want? I've been here. Yes, I have. So why are we here? What do you need? Nothing, because you've taken it. Fair enough. Stop going between these three.
Come up here, program all of these in. What are you? You're
No, I don't believe
what is
you.
that stuff called? Petroleum coke.
What are you after then?
This one is stainless steel frames.
You need more repair packs already.
Is there enough of a difference between the maximum number it can store and the number it's requesting?
Apparently not. Also, you've got no bullets left.
Oh, there's no red cable. That's what I was making red. Oh, I was going to make red cables when the copper
look.
arrived, but the copper didn't arrive because I hadn't
So it
put in all
helps.
of the
There's a
all the rail.
broken...
Yes.
Where are we going now?
Hmm.
Why am I going up there? I thought we were going down here.
Maybe that's the nearest outpost.
Well, it was already going here. That's why I'm looking at it.
Why is a copper train just?
Oh, Tristan.
Because it was in the way of another train.
Oh, I see. Okay. All
I
right.
believe that it does not count the repair packs that are currently in use.
Oh, if a bot's flying around with it, yeah.
So if we've got 30 bots, all of them trying to repair stuff for ages because we set our own walls on fire, we're gonna have a bad time.
Well, there should be
Yeah,
enough
there's gonna be-
space. You need to make sure there's enough space in the chests to for it to
Well, I need to.
for buffering and
Yeah,
things.
I hadn't. I thought 100 would be fine, but if 30 of them are going to be in use at any one time and being depleted quickly at the same time, that's nowhere near enough. Basically.
Okay.
Right, it's time to. Well, I don't care. These trains can do what they want.
Right. What's next?
Right, what did Tristan say? Electroplaters.
Don't worry about that.
So we're going to need
Okay,
heat
something else that's
exchangers.
interesting then.
Oh bloody hell! It's going to need steel as well. This is ludicrously
Artillery
complicated.
stuff would be good. I'm about to start building gyroscopes to put onto a train.
Okay.
I'm starting to think what I'm doing up here might not have been such a good idea because there's so many different things required in order to make all these parts that I feel like I'm just starting off a new bus, and I hadn't really designed it with that in mind, and there isn't going to be room for any of that.
Yeah.
Okay, so artillery stuff is big and important. What do we do? Let's just get out here. What could go wrong? What could go wrong? I will head over here. Head like a hole. Stand in this logistic network and let the bots do stuff while I figure out what's next.
So
Okay.
actually, one question is, do we want to automate artillery turrets, or do we want to just handcraft a couple of them?
I don't think we want to handcraft them. Are they going to break?
No.
Are we going to
the-
need to ramp up production at random points?
Don't think so.
Oh,
We
heck.
might occasionally decide, oh, actually, let's have a couple more. So handcraft isn't necessarily the right word, but hand feed into
A machine.
machines that are grouped up together to make the stuff.
It depends how many raw resources that would require us to take around.
Large stainless steel frames, gyroscopes, stainless steel plates, stainless steel beams, refined concrete, chrome
It's
gears,
artillery wagon that we're doing. Oh, artillery turret.
yeah,
I see.
and
Centrifuges.
both.
That's advanced motors
Yeah.
as well.
Wagon requires turret.
Okay.
Have we got requester chests yet?
No,
We have the capability to research them, but I believe
It
there's
is-
a sort of a shortage of
it's in the queue.
research packs for that.
Hmm.
Actually,
Forgot what I wanted to know.
given we don't have nuclear yet, it should have jumped up the queue, but never mind. If we have research packs, then we'll have it in 16 and a half minutes.
It's big if.
These seems like really awkward things to get to one place
Yeah.
just to make an artillery turret. And we could
Yeah.
have. Do they stack? I assume they stack to one.
Yes.
Probably.
So we could probably just have a chest with two in them.
I'm starting to feel I probably should have used
Speaking of
logistics
which.
bots for all of this stuff I'm doing at the moment
Actually,
as well.
Al, do you want to just set up, do it the lazy way, set up a set of machines that will request the relevant stuff, and if there is a requester chest there, and we just put the requester chest in and the provider chests in the various places around the base, and have it just work.
Well, what about the part of that is stainless steel plates and stuff, which we probably don't want to put on the network because then we'll have one
I mean-
chest with the capability of providing them.
Does that matter?
We'll have bots flying halfway across the map. Where are they made? Where's stainless steel? It's in Lawrence's place. Right?
All over the place, but yeah,
Oh,
mostly down.
randomly.
There are
Do you know
various
that-
places that make it, but mostly yes, down in the exotic steels area.
My point is more having the capability of going, oh, I need 5 stainless steel plates. Just request them. If you
Yes.
need 5 per minute, then yeah, you don't want to be doing that. But if it's
Yeah.
essentially a one-time thing, then having
Yeah,
the
or
bots
if
fly
you're an
across the map
occasional-
with them,
Isn't so bad.
yeah.
In that case, the question is, are all these things going to be in provider chests, or do we want to
They
request
currently aren't, but we can assume they are, and then go around and actually set those up.
We'll probably find half the stuff we want can just come out of will just appear all by magic, because there'll be so much stuff that we've just chucked out of the onto the logistics network because we're getting rid of stuff. So
I'm
for a little
wondering,
while
like,
that'll work.
Are many of these things not just... Well, I suppose if we're doing villages, we're going to have belts full of stuff, right?
Yes.
So you could like pull some off the belt and put them in a provider chest,
exactly.
and then
Basically just before the station, grab them off the belt if there's not enough in the belt, in the chest, or in the logistics system, really.
Well, I'm thinking of the things that we never put on the station, and we just make from raw materials on the way through, like these frames and these beams.
Oh yeah.
We can still do the same thing though, just shove them on a provider thing. Refined concrete looks nice. What's that made for?
Oh, I'm making refined concrete over here. We've got quite a bit of it.
Can we use it to make the base look nice?
In theory, yes.
So there's no real reason not to just put it somewhere. The other thing I was thinking is, can we remove stuff from the belt that is no longer being usefully made there? Like all these... Are we still using red?
Is that used for grey science?
It's used for science, isn't it? Is this
it's used for science, but
science one?
Yeah, there's no point making it there because there's a grey science facility elsewhere, isn't there?
Sounds likely. I think I built up science facilities everywhere for all of the sciences.
So you can cut off the supply to that stuff and let it sort of... Oh, I disabled the actual production of red science.
I sort of feel like, especially given what I've just spent the last, how long have we been playing for, hour doing, we almost need to start a new bus somewhere, but we need the space for that, which means we need the artillery. So to answer your question, Al, the refined concrete is happening up here. Here. There we go. There is a station with 38,000 in it, and a belt going off elsewhere with it as well, so it can be used.
Give me that back. Refined concrete pickup.
I have to admit, I've slightly hit that sort of, oh, this is getting annoying, I can't be bothered to deal with this problem that sometimes happens to me with Factorio.
Yeah, I feel a bit of that in my base exploration run.
I haven't got there with space exploration yet, but I'm definitely getting a bit of that now at the moment with this.
What are we making over here?
Have we got any of the if we've got the uranium, the Clayton enrichment process, we have. So it's done in a centrifuge.
Yes.
So right, okay, let's get that started then. That might have been what Mike was sort of getting to, but hadn't really quite got to.
We finished that today, the research.
Is that important?
Oh, okay. Yes, I would say.
The fact that it's not in the network doesn't really matter yet because they're not being made yet.
Yes, I observe that they aren't being not made.
Right, so how does this work?
What
It's
are we
basically
making
the
here?
same?
It will matter.
What are these things?
It is basically the same.
We are nuclear reactors.
Actual reactor, okay. I'm noticing that the centrifuge is not being output. It's not even being made, really.
Let's do it the easy way. I can't be bothered to do it.
Yeah, I think Mike made a handful by hand.
Yeah.
Production. Just dropping these things on the map. So that when we're looking for stuff, maybe the... oh! That's on the other side. We can turn all the station names off and show the...
Oh, right.
tags.
Mike says he'll be on shortly. He's been in traffic for nearly 3 hours. Ouch. That sounds pretty
Ow.
bad. Well, congratulations on escaping from the traffic, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah. That sucks. But yeah, glad you've made it. More or
You didn't go
less.
near the A34, did you? That's always horrendous.
The blue belts are not actually being put on the train.
So I want
Okay,
you
they're
to
just being provided. Fair enough.
insert doodly doodly doodly.
Yeah, there's no point training them.
238. Oops. 238 if there's less than 10 in there, and
Uranium 238.
235 if there's less than nope. And you do uranium 235 if there's less than 20 in there. Getting out of Bristol. Okay, yeah, Bristol can be difficult to escape from at the best of times.
Long term and short term.
I made it after I graduated. So how much does this take? 40. Okay. Doop-a-doop-a-doo.
Too many clicks.
Output if that is greater than, let's say 50.
Ah, poo. Stop
Um,
bleeping at me. No one's interested in your shit. Whoa, look at that.
Put those in there like that, and cut that.
That's why we request replacements for all that. Hurry up with that artillery, because he's keep attacking me,
Nom.
and I don't want them to.
Okay, so the input side is
Great.
there.
So
We have an
that
output
is-
side as well, of course. So put in.
That would be the wrong way round. That's what you call the wrong way round. How do I move a tag once it's in place?
Not sure you can.
3 is probably sufficient for that. Run that across there,
Delete them.
and this across like that. Nom. 12. Great. Then let's just make sure we don't get any of the stuff we want to keep. So we'll put that there, and we want to filter out the 238 short to that side, and then put it all in a box and forget about it.
Hey, red belts never got finished.
Oh, there's a shiny one. We've made our first 235.
Hooray!
We only need another 39 in order to get this thing to start working.
Oh yeah, you do yours quite differently to me.
Yeah, I've done it in the single player. Sorry, in the mostly vanilla game I was playing with Al. I set it up in about 3 different ways just because I wanted to play with different ideas. But I find this is by far the simplest. You have a box on the output that works as your buffer, and then if you get more than a certain amount in there, then you just chuck it all out like that. And
Oh, I'm not even looking at this.
Yeah, I don't bother with the box. I have
You
a
can
filter inserter putting it in after it, right after the one that's taking it out.
okay.
So
Yeah,
it'll take priority.
yeah,
and I
that
just have
works
it go
too.
and join this belt in advance with
One on
priority
either
set
side
up
of the belt, and
appropriately.
yeah, I've done it in other ways in the past. I think this is the simplest and the most, and therefore the one that is most likely to work without me having any problems.
You're using circuit conditions. It's not the simplest.
It's
Mike's asking
no, I
if you're leaving enough
disagree.
space.
It's the simplest from a design point of view because the circuit conditions take out a lot of the complexity for you. Mike is quite right that I haven't really left enough space because we're going to need more. Probably going to need more. What do we call it? Oh, for goodness sake, don't do that to me. I'm going to need more centrifuges to pull out or to pull out enough uranium for it to be worthwhile for now. So I'll put in a few more of those as well, because that's nice and easy. Just do a copy paste job like that.
The ones dealing with ore have a chance. Yeah, they must have a chance of putting out the bright stuff.
Yes, it's a 0.07%. No, sorry, 0.7% chance of producing 235. So this is
Alright,
now.
so you're allowing a mixture on the
Yes.
top one. Yeah.
Yes, the output belt will produce a mixture of it until And eventually we'll once we've actually got enough to start the what's it called Clayton enrichment process actually working, then I can then I'll redesign it a little bit so we end up with a stream of 235 and a stream of 238 coming out of it.
Currently, that's going to eventually back up with the shiny stuff. Even if you have that belt going off and joining the bottom one.
Well, at that point,
This is being
yeah,
absolutely
I will
ransacked.
eventually get it.
We can do.
Yeah, it should be bleh. Should be okay. I think maybe. I suppose I
No,
could pull
my
out
point
some
is
of the
once
dull
we're
stuff
not
early.
using enough shiny, we are using dull for the ammo.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah.
We end up with no more dull because the shiny is blocking it.
Yeah, I think eventually, as I say, once we've got to the point where it's basically working, but not, and we've got the Clayton running, then I'll come in and redesign it a bit so that it solves those sort of problems. But for now, I don't think it's worth it.
Oh.
Enough.
Right. You're gonna be a problem, aren't you?
You always have a slight risk of running out of the of that happening. I think if you're literally not using any of the shiny. But you need yes, you're quite right. You need some way of the for the dull to bypass the 238 to bypass the Clayton process so you've always got a supply of both. But I say I'm not going to worry about that until we've actually got this running properly. Also, we've run out
at the rate that the ones on the left produce shiny, the inserters at the top should use it all.
Yes.
Phew. Really didn't get into that.
But I assume it's all going to go into here. We've got 6 so far in there, and none in that one. So yeah, it is.
And more meaning even once the buffer is filled up.
A different train.
Oh,
Oops.
right.
Oh well.
Obviously, they're both inserters will start at the same time.
Yeah, that's true. Yes, the any excess shiny will go into one of these machines, and then will come out the bottom and be passed onto this belt at the bottom. Yes. Right. Oh yes, I need to get the big electric motors into here so I can start making centrifuges in slightly larger quantities because Mike brought a few in by hand to get it started, and then that was it.
Maybe we should build the flamethrowers in the water. They'll just get spat at.
Yeah.
Bother.
Oh yes, that's why.
Oh, bring my train back. Oh, shit. It's okay because I wasn't really using it. I was doing everything by map. Botwood. Oh look, this place is almost completely used up all its.
Oh, it needs carbon steel rods as well. Bloody hell! I had not noticed that.
Are those supplied by train, or is it just bringing carbon steel?
Bringing carbon steel. I've basically my theory has always been to just bring ingots into wherever and then process them on site into the actual things that are needed.
I just thought earlier you said something about there's the gears or something were available on trains. But
I
maybe
think so. I think it must have been probably something else I was saying it was available on trains.
Assuming this goes to science. The fuck is this? Yeah, it does. Okay, well, that's a science train that Mike has piped all the way from the South Pole. Okay. Train, please. There's one in my pocket. What? I don't need that.
That's where all the trains have gone.
Okay, that's right.
Me is where?
You need them.
Me is here. And then we will go. Suppose here.
And
just stop being on fire. It's simple.
Have you considered not being on fire?
Do you have a flag?
Have you tried not being a mutant?
I'm gonna put my train in my other train.
Trainception. And so you're missing stainless steel frames, you're missing advanced motors. Advanced motors, I think, are on their way. Yes, they are. Advanced steel frames, they all gone into this machine, because I definitely summoned some. No. What? I thought I asked a train to go off and get some. Maybe I didn't. Do you have any sort of alarm system set up to tell you if a train full of stuff ends up in a station in a depot?
No,
Okay.
that shouldn't happen because we've got the.
It shouldn't
But-
happen, but there is always a chance of somebody screwing up.
Yeah. I mean, Al, no one would delete stations from trains that are set up by LDN, would they?
Don't know. Probably.
You
I'll blame
did
it, Laurence.
earlier. It was Lawrence's fault that train, but you did delete the temporary stop from it.
Yeah, I worried about this one briefly, but it's a fuel train, so it's allowed to be there with stuff in it.
Mhm. It's not supposed to be, but
But it's
we've
allowed.
had, we had too much.
Why is
Well,
large
too
stainless
many
steel
oil
frame
tubes.
construction stopped? We've run out of stainless
Mike is
steel by the
arriving.
looks of it. Run out of stainless
Oh,
steel.
no,
Joys.
flashing at me.
Mike likes
Oh
the
dear.
idea of trainception.
We stop plugging things
Ah.
in through places that shouldn't be plugged in. Why is everything broken? Oh my goodness.
Because you
Please put that there.
cut
There we go.
Because
power
you
to-
broke it.
Why
I'm
was it
guessing.
plugged in through?
Good evening.
Ah!
Hello.
Suddenly a
Who
wild
invited you?
mic appeared.
Yep. I'm alive.
Citation
But
needed.
wild, apparently.
I see you now appreciate me getting rid of all the, or flushing out a bunch of the stuff that was on those belts.
So what you did.
Yeah. I
How did you
cut
do
off
that?
the inputs and then re-enabled the science making stuff.
Yes.
What's going on here
So-
then?
I noticed that didn't last very long, and now it's all gone.
I've made a bit of a mess, but it's starting to produce things gradually.
Yeah, good stuff, good stuff.
It's
Only a bit of a mess.
a medium size, a medium quantity. Some mess has been created.
No worries.
Yeah, it's sort of as I started building it, I realized the amount of stuff, the amount of different things that were required for all of the nuclear buildings was just spiraling wildly out of control, and I got a bit frustrated
Oh,
with
yeah.
it.
Oh, well, I've got this.
I take it you see my little bootstrapped system down here.
Yes, I have now I've used up what had been made by it, and I've got one up here now that's making them in theory in infinite or quantities as required. But we're waiting for the frames that have just been dropped off. Heck. Oh
So I
no,
suppose what
it's an
would
empty
be
train.
helpful-
Oh right, I suspect I know what the problem is. Right, I think I've once again the problem is that I've forgotten to program a station properly. So
No worries. I've just kickstarted my bootstrap thing again, just to keep it, keep it sweet.
Bootstraps.
okay.
Actually,
Okay, I
thing
see.
to bootstraps.
Footsteps. Name that reference.
Bootstraps. That's from Pirates of the Caribbean.
Footsteps.
Footsteps.
Can tell by his footsteps. Yes. No, footsteps. That is young Frankenstein.
Okay, I shall take your word on that one.
We've
'Cause
all seen.
no idea.
Everybody's seen it. What is this making?
Let's trundle
Carbon
off to the
steel.
other
That's
side of
just
the world.
factually incorrect.
Hmm?
The
Well-
claim that everyone's seen it.
It does seem
Everyone should have
unlikely,
seen
doesn't it? That's an entirely
This is
different.
not necessary anymore.
What's name?
What are you doing?
Okay.
Stainless steel,
This is
stainless
now
steel.
out of concrete.
Concrete there is loads of around there. However, you're probably better off taking your
I'll let you.
what do you call it? Your those motors you had and shoving in the machine up top because that's got everything else provided for it.
Yep, that's fair.
$2.
Large stainless steel frame.
Right, there's a nice open space. Let's put a thing that has a requester chest next to it. Except doesn't, because they don't exist. No lag, please. Lagant.
That sounds like a you
Right,
thing.
if you want to keep going with that boss,
What boss?
Yes, boss.
say to Laurence getting the machines made,
I'm not sure whether
I'll
I
happily.
do.
Put it down.
But I probably should.
What's defeating you?
The frustration isn't quite the right word, but the sort of the oh my godness of just the sheer number of different metals that are required to make some of the later machines things that I need for it.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
It is, but it's just annoying.
Max here now, yay. You'll help.
Yay.
Yay.
Well, he hasn't logged on yet, but we'll get there.
He has.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello.
Why didn't it say anything?
It did.
Oh, there you are.
Why weren't you paying attention?
Hi.
Maybe it didn't make a noise.
Yeah, it
It
did.
was silently logging on.
No.
Shh, don't tell him that Mike's here. Well,
At the
Mike's
same
here
time,
anyhow.
I heard
Stealth,
Tristan
Mike,
Lawrence go,
stealth.
"Oh, Mike's logging in."
Well, now you can help.
It's a bit of giveaway.
Many indicators. I mean, that's another one.
You had an excuse
I
not
can
to do
kick
anything.
people now, Mike.
I know you can. Of course, there's
And
this.
I have good internet, so it doesn't actually. It won't massively.
Boot over IP. I don't have any. I do have.
It's blue science we're out of at the moment.
Is that full?
I actually do
Holy
not
moly.
have any assembling machines.
No, it's not full. Oh, those are empty. That's why. Okay, cool. All right.
I'm going to sort of put this here then.
Go.
Go in the network? Okay. Yeah, because there's one right there. Fair enough. And then a
Okay, that's my large stainless steel frames.
stack
Ooh,
inserter.
some more stainless steel's arrived. Excellent.
A stack exerter. And a... Oh, we'll use a provider chest even though I don't necessarily need to.
I'm glad I put that bridge in across the top. Otherwise, this train would have a very long way to go round down here.
Like a bridge over troubled water. Bring me the stuff.
Of course, it does still have to go down here to turn around and come back up again. But it can't, you can't have everything.
Can't I?
You could
No.
give it a more local turnaround point.
I could. I might.
Whatever's supposed to be on these belts is trickling through.
Right, there we go. There's 1900 boxes.
Is it
Clever
trickling
boxes.
through because it's a fluid?
Fluid on a belt.
Exactly. Well, it'd trickle through the belt, wouldn't it?
Or trickle through the belt. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Be a trickle.
No.
Maybe.
It's not.
Could you repeat the question? Why are you not running? God damn it. Oh, for goodness sake. It needs copper rods, not copper ingots.
Has Laura's not been paying attention to the instructions again?
I bet you can turn
yes.
one into the other. Have you tried?
I'm pretty sure you can. In fact, I'm more than pretty sure you can. I'm extremely sure you can. But still.
Not just a pretty sure. That's cut off, right? Yes. Stop giving me sulfur there. Yoink. Where are you going? Delete this.
And then... There we go. Right. Now we can start
Who
getting
set
these
up blue
bloody
science?
heat pipes.
Nobody. It evolved.
Probably
whoever
me.
it was, Laurence, didn't
Dear.
set up the train stuff right.
Oh.
So
On the
train has
on
never
the
arrived there.
output or the input.
output.
Well, that's definitely your
The-
fault because you've done it weirdly, and I've just asked you how to set things up and left it up to you, so I accept no responsibility for that.
This is entirely your fault.
Right, let's follow this.
Yes, but it is not my responsibility. That's what I'm getting at.
Seems fair. Can't complain. I mean, I can.
If I'd looked at it, which I would have done if you'd asked me if it was set up right, I'd have said no, it's not.
Where are those computers supposed to be coming in? Must be here.
This is all coming from over here. Can I just put temporarily a chest and have that?
Laurence,
Hmm?
I know that name. It's
um,
not me. Yay.
with the centrifuges, have you compacted them slightly?
The ones that were already put in there? No.
Oh, okay.
No,
Oh.
I copied and pasted a second row in, but other than that, I haven't touched them. The ones that
Usually I put a power pole at the end
are... Okay.
in
No,
between every other machine.
I didn't touch those at all, apart from making a copy and a paste.
Fair enough. I mean, yeah, it's there's nothing wrong with it. It's just not normally how I set them up.
Okay.
I
You've
don't have
clearly
a
been
problem
learning
with it per
learning my
se.
style, and
As the manager.
Yeah.
Everything was a pinch of
Per
salt
se.
with Mike the manager. Don't call me Shirley.
I've also now set the recipes.
Myco
All of them.
Manager sounds like a sounds like Mike's Irish counterpart.
This is Bill and alter ego.
No, I'm pretty sure Mike is the evil twin.
Where's the micromanager himself? Isn't
Can confirm I am the evil twin, and I am my own manager.
he? You're not the boss of me now, and you never were.
I think I've forgotten one of the ingredients. I'm not doing very well today.
I am.
Today?
Should we swap? Do you want to swap?
Yes, today. Thank you very much.
Yesterday?
Who set up all of the all of the what I've been setting, all the science production all around the place? Ignore the fact that Tristan just said I got one of the stations wrong. All of that worked fine.
Problem that we have no yellow science.
Right. So whenever you want to put a provider
Well,
chest,
that's
you
due
can
to
make
problems further up the
artillery
chain.
turrets.
It's not my fault, Gov. It's somebody else who looks just like me.
I can't
Right,
even find the
it
yellow
was
science. Oh, here it
Mike's
is. Here's
evil
yellow
twin.
science production. Yellow science production is
Lack
stopped
of LDS.
because of lack of low density structures, which admittedly I set up the construction for that as well. Wonder why that stopped. I have no idea where the LDSs are.
I put a pingy on the map and everything.
Oh, there, right. They are stored.
Lack of copper, which is
because
on
of
its
lack
way.
of copper. Okay.
But that takes about 5 minutes to arrive when the train drops it off.
Alack, alas.
That train is probably not actually requesting enough.
I don't really have any use. I really want to just
Okay.
can it just be a void chest?
No, there is no void chest, I'm afraid.
I've just got shit in my inventory and there's nowhere to put it.
Have we?
because
How far are
it's
we
all
off
the
getting this artillery? Because I would quite like to be able to sort of,
artillery.
yeah, artillery. I'd quite like to be able to just start a brand new bus with all of the stuff on it and just build machines off it and just stop faffing around with this thing I've got over here and just do it properly.
Essentially, I'm planning on building up gyroscopes here and repeatedly getting distracted by other things that are broken.
Oh, I see.
And
Oh, it's one of those. I have a
Well,
cunning.
no, I'm getting distracted by unrelated things that are broken.
Yeah, there are small numbers of gyroscopes being built down here if you want them.
That sounds like you want them.
Not particularly. I mean, they're being made into flame turrets, but that's all.
Yeah, well, I was
Oh.
going to have them available on trains
Very
for the various other things that also need them.
Oh, I see.
But if you want to
Oh, this
get the stuff for artillery
feels
turrets,
like a very complicated recipe.
the reinforced stainless steel plates are probably potentially the only thing that actually needs crafting.
Okay.
Everything else is probably just pick up from relevant places.
You know, I'm thinking it might be the easiest way to do this, and it's not the way I normally play Factorio, but I've got to the point where I'm just thinking,
Ooh,
should we
new
just
things.
have a system that ships all of the different metals and things into one central area, and then we have a relatively small network with just a billion logistics bots in it that just do all of the construction of everything,
Yes, go. What?
rather than doing a
It's
full-on
doable.
bus. It is. I usually hate
Mm.
that sort of design, but I sort of feel that because of the
There's
complexity.
so many different
There's
ones.
so many different little things in this, and doing it for the mall rather than for the sciences feels less bad because we're not going to be producing the stuff in quite the same sort of mass. Belts and
this
things
in
I think should still be done properly, but making assembly machines, making nuclear power, making nuclear reactors, it's just a bit. It's almost it's not quite a nonsense, but it's a bit silly.
Yeah, because it could quite easily have a set of
And then we could
trains that offload. So you could have 4 different things per station
Well, I was thinking we just have the
quite
state. We
easily.
could just pack the stations in much more closely together because they only need
Yes,
a
and
big
that.
pile of chests in them, logistics chests.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but each station could be supplying 4 different things with 3 chests per
Oh, I
resource.
see what you mean.
Because
Yes, that's
the
true.
2 sides can obviously
Yeah,
be completely different, and they'll probably be fine with just 3 chests each, maybe.
maybe
That has a question mark on the end of it.
it's
Uh,
30
storage
stacks
size
per.
40. So yes, 2 chests is exactly a train load.
Oh, these are iron
So
chests.
passive provider chests I'm looking at. Storage size
Oh, right,
40. So
yeah.
that's half a wagon. So actually we probably want
Probably want 3 just to allow a bit of safety.
we need 3. We possibly want the full 6. Or
Okay.
maybe 3 sets of 4.
That could work.
Because you want to request before it runs out. I wouldn't be completely against that.
Yeah.
That would all be
We still
slow
need to get the
production.
artillery up and running, so that's probably the first priority. Okay, I'll start trying to get this stuff for artillery together. Did you say you'd made a big pile of most of the bits, or some of the bits,
Uh,
or?
so the cogs are being made into a 2-1 train.
I might just trundle round and grab it all and pocket craft, I think, at this point.
Yeah, for
For the first
2
two,
of them,
anyway.
that's not
So I
horrific.
need a stainless steel frame for each one, which is these.
So how does an artillery train work? How does it? Do you just like
When
ask
it
for it and then
stops,
it
it will
shoots
fire.
stuff?
Yeah, when it stops, it
You
shoots.
get in it,
You can. It's up to you.
so you can send. Does it auto target then?
Yes.
It
You
does
can
exactly the
also
same as
manual
a
target as
turret.
well, but
It's just a turret that sits on the back of a train.
Oh, I see.
Literally that simple.
I thought the artillery went so far that you had to, tell it what to do basically.
you have to.
If you want it to go further, yes. But if you want it to go the minimum quite a long way.
Oh, no, do go here. Passenger present. There we go. Passenger present. There we go. Yeah, because it has a long range, but not a ridiculously long range, so you do need to move it around, which is why we're building it on a train rather than just building the cannons. Oh, I need
Yeah, it's got a range of
224
224 automatically and 560 if you choose to tell it to fire.
Oh.
Hoping there's
Of
going
course,
to be.
the big thing that's needed for the thing you're suggesting is the science we're 61% of the way through.
Yes. Yeah, but we're not going to be able to do much of it until we've got the. The bar beams are good. Until we've got the area cleared out anyway.
Yeah.
Right, where are those beams?
Why are you here? Do I need you?
Why are you?
Go in. Now what? Oh, I didn't really need you.
How many of these
Because
beams
that's the
do I
logistics
need?
area, so I don't care about you. Very good. Right.
8. So therefore
Then we go
16.
like
I've got more
this.
than that. So I've got the
Like this.
got the frames. So I need stainless steel plates and gyroscopes. Stainless steel plates must be here. Yes, there they are.
We've got the chrome cogs.
Got
No, I haven't seen
chrome
anything that needs
cards.
those yet. Was that for
It
the
is.
actual
The
Good.
train needs it.
Okay.
The wagon needs it.
Chrome gears and reinforced stainless steel plates. Oh, did you do that?
Oh,
No.
Right, okay. What goes into one of them? Stainless steel plate and stainless steel rivet. Okay, that's not too bad. Actually, I've probably got the stuff for that. Let's
Always pick things up
16
in
to
the wrong order.
32.
It'll be far easier if I pick the thing up.
I've pinged down south of you,
After
Laurence.
the
You'll want to grab them before you go
instant.
running off to the other side of the
Okay.
base.
And then this again.
I'm currently actually now wondering if the gyroscopes are worth making here, or if his rocket control units actually need them. So we'll want
Right,
them.
we're gonna need we're gonna
Okay.
need lots of them. But whether it's worth whether we want to make them oh, down there. Whether we want to make them on site or just I don't know. Or have them on the train system. That is the
Trains, it's simplest. Well, not necessarily simplest, but it's fine.
Okay.
It's gonna be one of those. Hey, the station is way bigger than the actual production stuff.
Exactly. That's sort of why I was wondering if we wanted to do them like that. Okay, I've got more than enough of those.
It's
Okay, we're nearly
various other
there.
things use it as well.
Just need the gyroscopes. I think I've not got enough stainless steel, but I'll get some more of that eventually.
Adventure Huawei.
Huawei.
Huawei or the Huawei.
Boom, boom, boom.
Right, why did you get burnt? What happened there? Maybe I fix it? You haven't got any power. You need power.
Down here somewhere, I think we're making gyroscopes, or is it a bit further? Might be a bit further west, actually. Oh no, right here. Okay, so make one of them. And what am I short of for another one? Short of an artillery turret. What am I short of for that? More gyroscope.
Right,
Oh, more stainless steel.
Is that
Damn
better?
it.
Can we stop? Can we call it a job's a good one? Give me that.
We're not
Give me
quite.
that,
We're not
give me
quite
that,
at that point
give me
yet.
that,
I'm afraid.
give me that,
Stainless steel. Damn
give
it!
me
I should have brought more stainless steel. Turned
that.
less of it
Well,
into reinforced
you should have
stainless
brought
steel.
more stainless steel.
We've got 16 ingots, but apparently that's not enough. Just to run up and grab some more from. I think I'm fairly close. Yeah, it must be this one. Yes, it is.
Cannot build on water. You're telling me there's a tiny little water tile. Get out of it.
Oh, I have now hopefully put more landfill on the logistics network.
Excellent.
Why have you?
You
why-
good?
Hopefully, I should probably check that it's actually working. But in theory, I have put more on the logistics network. Let's have a look. It's up near Mike, so it's probably broken by now. Yes, we have a few hundred. And by a few hundred, I mean like 300. So not a lot, but a bit.
Still burning it, huh?
I'll send an artillery train down your way fairly soon and to give you a hand.
Like that.
Yes. Oh, I've accidentally had the artillery
A
train.
whole one?
Yes.
Let's get rid of some of this.
Right, we're about to start firing.
Well, you better
Whereabouts?
protect that wall then.
Yeah.
Where are
It's
you about
got-
to start firing?
Oh, they attack anyway, do they?
Yeah, it's just it
Bit rude.
it just happens. All by itself.
Oh wait, I thought they were going to attack you, but actually they're just swarming somewhere else.
They will swarm the wall generally when the artillery starts
Incoming.
firing. Are they?
Yep.
Oh yeah, there's some. I mean, we've got all these defences along here. It should be fine, right?
Yeah,
As
what's the
long
worst
as
that could happen?
defences don't start setting fire to themselves. Oh look, guess what's happening?
Actually, so far. Oh no, there we go.
Yeah.
That cliff has really helped.
Yes.
Can we build another cliff?
Yeah, we've got bots catching fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they keep trying to repair stuff because they're stupid. I've tried telling them. You know what it's like trying to train
Yeah,
the
bots
new
are
guys.
exploding as well.
Hmm.
Yeah. Right, that's everything that's in the easy range of the short range of the turrets. I do have enough. I do have one blue circuit, so I can make an artillery targeting remote. So I can now attack. I can't see the. Oh, it's not just turned off. That's why. Wow, that's quite a range actually. I can almost get to. Let's put that way. I can almost get to here with the artillery remote. So I can clear out quite a large area from here. But what I think I might do is go down to the area where Al's been having fun.
Has been, as if it's now stopped somehow.
Let this load up. Was it G? No. What's the disconnect rolling stock button?
J?
H? F?
I think you might have to be forwards in the one you're trying to, in the front of the one. It'll just disconnect behind you.
It's close enough. I'll find out which way it works. No, not that one. Not that button.
Oh, that was J, wasn't
That was
it?
J. I was just sort of pushing buttons in about the right sort of area. I thought G says no rolling stock found to connect. I thought it was going to be F or H because they're next to it, but apparently it isn't.
V?
Yes. Oh, yep, you're quite right. It was you have to be in front of it. So let's do it again, but better.
Yep, that's done it. Check your station setup in your train.
Yeah, it's set to go to a temporary one, but it's on manual anyway, so it's okay.
Oh, it was more that the other train had your setup.
Oh, okay.
So I
No,
wasn't
it
sure
seems
exactly
it
what
seems
was
to be okay. Would you like me to unleash hell in your general vicinity, Al?
On the outside of the wall, yes.
Well, yeah, it won't shoot you, but there's a chance of there's a chance of extra bite.
Hello.
There's a chance of
do you
extra
want-
biters turning up. Put it that way.
Arbel is
You want to send it
Our friend
more like here, so it's only going to bomb a few, and then move it in gradually.
Let's just go all out. I think the defences are probably capable of coping, and Al is down there to help if necessary.
Yeah. Nothing I can do.
Oh, Al's been doing stuff.
Oh dear.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, you move the flame turrets forwards. Don't know if it's a good idea or not.
It is. I am confident. However, what I'm not confident about is the fact that I've had to remove a lot of actual turrets to get the pipes in.
Yeah, that bothers. That worries me.
Because it makes them 3 units wide where there used to be 2.
Hmm.
But then again, now they're not going to set fire to our own stuff. So
Yeah,
can
I mean
put the other
that is at least partially a good thing. Right, the
put
biters
sort of
haven't actually started an attack. Oh no, here comes the first one. It's quite a long way north of you.
This is terrible. There we go. It kind of was okay.
Yeah,
Another wave incoming.
that's not so bad.
Well, this is a new thing.
There's
of
a
course,
power
because now
pole.
we're setting
A
fire
power
to
pole
stuff
has been
that we've
taken
never-
out. Yes, that one. And these attacks will
difficult.
be worse than the normal ones because they'll be slightly more en masse. But actually, that's now pushed back all of the ones it's going to do from there. Do you want me to? Well, I'll carry on pushing them back a bit further. Oh, someone else is doing it.
I
Yeah,
too
that'd
have
help.
picked up Surviving Mars free. You're aware on Wednesdays
I've
that I'm
stopped,
going
yeah.
through my free games on Epic, right? So there will be streams of me figuring that stuff out. Every week. Although this week we play Guild of Dungeoneering because I wanted to, because it was free. And it's actually quite a lot of fun.
Because I wanted to sounds like a pretty good reason to choose a game.
Yeah. Why is it going so far? There's things to shoot here.
I'm doing it manually.
You're
I'm
doing
telling it where to shoot. And
At which point you basically only shoot nests.
yeah, I'm not bothering with the worms. Yet, anyway.
Okay, that's
Because worms are basically harmless at this point.
What if I do this now? Well, that's still in the fire, so that's not going to help, is it? Why is that on fire? Where did that come from? Was it this one? I think
Put
it
it
might.
over there with the rest of the fire. Oh, it's out of range.
4. I mean 5.
I mean fire.
This might work. I'm not confident. I wonder if you can tell based on my tone of voice.
Okay, it's a bit spaghetti,
It's
but I've
Factorio.
got
Where are you? Oh, you're there.
a non-logistic circuit using higher throughput plate enrichment process.
Sure.
There's multiple processes.
No, he's just done a non-circuit conditions based one.
New job and new dog. When she
Oh.
wants nap time, you have to do work. That's
got
not
to
how
Have a
a
look
dog
at
is.
Tristan, it will make you upset.
You're dogging wrong.
We've produced 24 so far out of the 40 we need, so it's going to be a little while until we've got enough to, well, end to anything.
The way it's
think
going to
this
make me
will
upset
work.
is you got it wrong.
Did you get it wrong?
The
Don't get it wrong.
bright stuff should be prioritized from the ore processing.
Yep. Point. Fix
Sorry,
it.
I can't accept your reasoning, Bill. Without. Why
When
is
it
my re-
allows both of them to overflow into their own line.
Oh, this one. Because you can always watch and have a puppy.
Don't have a cow, as Bart Simpson would tell you.
Yes. You don't have a cow, do you?
Other than that, I'm not sure why I'm supposed to dislike it.
This
Oh,
keeps
you've
breaking
got
and
it-
I don't know what's happening.
You got it sort of shifted off, so it could look neater, but that's
Yeah, I mean, I was trying to remember how to do it
in
as I went.
space.
Oh yeah, I'll give you this bit up here. It's a bit messy.
Right,
That is roughly my normal design.
I've
except I don't
revisited
bother with
my.
both sides.
Interesting, because I kind of made it up as I went along.
I mean, that's
Yeah, I
pretty
would,
much how I
I
tend to
wouldn't
do
have
it. I've got an approximate idea, and then I just make it up. So
I wouldn't have had those splitters.
Which ones?
Um, The bottom ones there, the ones that don't have any
Oh.
priorities on them, because I would only actually have them on. most of
Yeah,
them
it's
on
because I've got.
two columns. Yeah.
Yeah, that's literally the only reason for that.
I
Your
thoroughly rethought
issue
my
there is
opinion
going
on
to be it's going to be
fire.
slower to start up.
yeah, the
I don't
biggest
like
issue is that you're
fireflies.
nicking all of the 235 that's needed
So-
by the ones I put in. So have it
Yes, what I do.
I don't
to
care if you rip mine up, but make
sort
sure it's all
that
feeding
is-
the same place.
Oh yeah. What I do to sort that is not that one. That and that. To start off with, so I should remove 2 belts.
Priority right hand side, that one, that splitter
Oh, that's a lot coming in
So
in the
all the
southeast.
goes there rather than
Oh yeah, that'd work as well.
being stuck on. And yeah, if you put the horizontal red belt back in, it'll.
It doesn't matter. Yeah.
Hey, have
Yeah,
you
it'll
started shooting them
continue.
over there now? Is that what's happening?
Yes, yes, I
The
have.
vertical one's actually fine as well.
So this
Um,
place has never really been thoroughly tested.
Sorry, say again. The
No, I've driven
vertical-
spikes
Yeah,
back
yeah,
for you.
it should be. Yeah.
You're welcome.
It's one of those ones where I like to just remove the belt until it's bootstrapped,
I object.
just because otherwise,
You're an object.
risk.
Why are you so quiet, Laurence? What happened?
I don't know. Am I quiet?
What, in
Sounds like you
life,
stepped
or-
away from the microphone.
No, the microphone is still on my head in probably exactly the same place it normally is.
Anyone else got quiet, Laurence?
No.
You sound
Nice,
a little
Jimmy.
bit tinny.
Have you turned my volume down in Discord?
I don't think I can do that without fiddling about like I am doing right now. I have previously.
Do you have a
How
bunch
rude.
of bright in your inventory?
It's quiet
yeah.
according to Jen.
Okay.
Say more stuff?
I think it
So
might.
say again,
That
do
sounds
I
like
have
it's
a bunch
probably
of...
probably a you problem then. It sounds like
That stuff.
you've turned me down on your end,
I had a long time
Oh,
ago.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
and that's causing your stream to make me appear to be quiet as well.
I adjusted you by 7% and then it was far too loud. So something went wrong for a while.
Hmm.
It seems to have stopped. Okay.
Like?
So do we just sort of send the artillery train automatically from outpost to outpost? And
What
till
I've
it stops
sometimes done in
firing?
the past is set up the artillery train to. I put an artillery train on the back of the outpost train, in the theory that if the outpost train is going out to an outpost a lot, then there's probably a biter problem there that needs to be dealt with.
That doesn't sound too bad. And it should fit on the collecting everything station without causing too much of a ruckus. Maybe. 1, 2.
What I did on my space
3,
exploration
4.
one
Yes,
is I
there's
had
room for one more.
I had an artillery train that went. Each of the outposts had an artillery turret, and
Oh,
if that
okay.
was running low on ammo, there was a chest feeding it. If that chest was low on ammo, it would
Go out and
request
help.
the train, and yeah, and
Yeah,
then
that
suddenly
makes
there'd be
sense too.
much more bombardment.
So I think this arrangement of flamethrowers avoids shooting each other. It does require a little bit of thinking about how you get the fuel in.
Maybe the answer is to have the have a row of flamethrowers with a row of turrets behind them, but then the
Well,
scattergun
that's what I'm
turrets
doing
would
here, you
be
see.
the scattergun turrets would really struggle because they're quite short range already.
So I'm looking at this. It's just not the right place to do it because the sand is useless. Can I dig up the sand and put some landfill down? Let's change. Whoa, that's a
You
long
could put
range.
bricks or concrete or something down there.
Are any of you guys getting lag?
No.
No, is someone downloading? Give me concrete.
Yeah, is Esther playing
What were the
shenanigans again?
important photos to be looked at?
Actually, Esther might be doing something. No, what is she doing? She's... I don't know.
Does she know?
Probably.
Okay.
It's kind
Could
of
be endemic,
50-50.
you see. If it's just you, that's normal, but
Yeah,
endemic.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
I haven't got any concrete, apparently. I must have put it down. Give me some.
The walls are on fire.
The
Oh,
roof.
the front
The
wagons
roof.
went out of
The roof is
No,
on
shells.
walls.
fire.
We don't have roofs. This is
We have
Factorio,
roofs.
it's 2D.
So is Rimworld. That's got roofs.
RimWorld is slightly less 2D.
It's 2D with a lid.
There's a warehouse thing mod, isn't there, where you can build things inside it?
There's Factorissimo where you have, but that's
That
different
one, yeah.
surfaces inside the warehouses. It's not
Yeah.
it's not actually 3D. It's a teleport to a separate dimension, pocket dimension or something.
I mean,
Yes,
behind the
that's
scenes, yes.
a strange sort of 3D.
It's not
It's an extra dimension. It's just not what. we mean by
Yeah,
that.
basically.
There it is. Mike, there you are. Why don't? Can you bring me some concrete? Can I just request this concrete? What's that on? A train.
I mean... Where are you?
I'm in very difficult. I'm literally as far away as I can get. Well, not quite.
Oh, I see you. All the way over there.
Just trying to get
And
as
you want
far
me to
away.
bring you concrete?
I was hoping that maybe you could, if I send a train up. Do you know what? Maybe I could send my own train up and just wait for it to fill up for 5 seconds, and then send it over here. I'm actually going to do that. Don't tell.
Yeah, that'd
Laurence.
probably
That's
work.
bad
Oh,
for the
it is
LPM
bad for
station.
the it's bad for keeping the stations
because of the
loaded
balancing.
evenly. Yes.
Yeah, but
Yes,
it's only going to
exactly.
be one. It's only going to be one iteration of that. It's not like it's particularly swift anyway.
That screwed up this station.
It not being particularly swift is actually what makes it even worse.
Why did that screw up this station?
Because the different chests had different amounts in them. So a train would turn up
Ow,
and then
goo.
sit there for half an hour until it, potentially longer, because if the furnaces ran out of fuel, out of ore, it would the station
Well, yeah.
wouldn't fill up any further.
But in this case, it's just going to be standing there for another couple of 5 more seconds, basically, because I'm going to take 5 seconds worth of input out of it.
Not if the
No,
inputs
you're taking 5 seconds of output, which could be a lot more than 5 seconds of input.
Well, okay, but still. What if I make it not 5 seconds? Give me 2 seconds of input.
I'll give you 0 seconds of input.
Round it down. Well, I'm only going to go over there and pull them out of the chest anyway, aren't I? It's still going to
Should we
affect
pull
the
them off
balance.
belt?
How's that going to help? Because it's pre-balanced.
If you
Can
pull
you
them out,
off the belt before the balancer?
yeah, or out of the machines that are making them, or
Hey, Mike, if I send you a train, can you put some...
Alternatively, you
You could always come and get it yourself. You know.
Well, I
yeah,
would
if you're
do,
sending a
but I have
train
to
up, you
send the
could just
train
be on
all
the
the way over
train.
here, and then I'm not near the train in the first place, though. I have to send it all the way over here, and then all the way over there, and all the way back over here again. When I could just get
taking
Mike to press
pity
control.
on him. Mike,
click.
up here, could you set that inserter that's not been placed yet to up north of you?
What's happening to me? Why am I being brought stuff?
If you have an inserter,
Yep,
you
got
can
it.
place it. Could you set that to only insert if there's 0 or less in the logistics system?
Logistics system not
Yeah.
connected.
Yeah, just click it. Click it, the tick box, and it will connect.
Oh, okay.
What's this? Provider check.
No, it's still not connected. Tick box. Oh, override stack size? No.
No, the logistic one, not the circuit one. The Wi-Fi signal.
The Wi-Fi signal.
In the top right, when you've got the inserter selected.
Yep.
There's Wi-Fi sort of
Oh,
signal,
got you.
logistic network.
Sorry, logistic, not circuit. I'm clever.
Yes.
Sorry.
Connect
What is
that
it he
and then
wants?
say less than or equal to 0 of refined concrete.
Find concrete. Hang on, I'm just refinding it in the menu.
How does this help?
We could
Then
be
you
here
can
for a
get the
few
bots
minutes.
to request it.
Oh, I see.
Or just request. Because actually, no, you won't be able to because
Yeah.
he's in a logistics. He's in an outpost, so he's on a different logistics network. So he'll have to
Yeah,
request
but
it
he can-
himself and then
there's
goes
no
to
He-
everywhere
You
else.
can go a few inches over to the side. And,
Yeah.
That's a few inches, is it?
Yep.
You and whose army?
That's he's potentially in build area of bot.
Oh,
No,
true,
not
it's possible.
Where's this wretched concrete?
Yeah, far away from that.
That's not concrete.
You are aware there's a search thing in the Titanium, Mike.
Yeah, but I just
Okay.
found it.
Okay.
Wait, hang
Yeah,
on.
it doesn't
let's
appear to be in a
refind.
normal place.
No.
It's in
It is
components.
refined, you want, yeah?
Yes.
Fine. The stuff on the
Well,
belt.
I mean, that's what's on the belt there, so you won't get anything else.
If there's less than 0,
Less than or equal to 0.
less than or equal to 0.
There you go. Al is not requesting
Literally, I'll put,
No,
literally put
so
1 in the system at any time.
I haven't got any inventory space. So.
Yeah, but if bots are requesting it, it will keep loading because
Yeah.
bots on their
Yeah.
way do negate the number,
Okay.
There's-
which is why you want it done with logistics, not the
Yeah,
logistic
not the
network
chest
rather than
contents.
circuit network.
Yeah.
So it should
There
be
you
on
go.
now.
Al's requested some. Requested quite a bit.
Just a stack. Didn't fancy typing any numbers in. And they're all going one at a time. Good old bots. Where's that going anyway? Science.
Bots.
There we go.
No, it just ends. Okay. Presumably it's been used on the way. Nope.
Speaking of science, how's that coming along? Oh, we've
I
run
don't
out
know
of
how,
yellow.
but one bright uranium got into the right-hand side column.
Huh.
Oh no, I do know how. It's because it's a weird foible of the way that splitters work.
Oh, if two arrived at the same time, did they?
No, that wouldn't work. That wouldn't.
No, it's if you get. It's
Not
a
sure what
really,
way.
really, really weird edge case where you can have. Once you set a priority, the thing's effectively set to pass to the non-priority side anyway. So the next one comes along, goes that way, regardless of the fact you just changed the priority. But it's only under certain circumstances. It doesn't happen every time.
Okay.
I remember reading about it in a changelog once, saying, "Yeah, it's a bug," but
That doesn't
Why are
sound like
there
the
more
Factorio
than
devs.
100 in logistics storage now then?
38 out of 40 required.
Ooh, exciting. This is the point where it's really, really tempting to put in about a bajillion more centrifuges to do the first stage of it, and then you realise they're all just completely unnecessary in about about half an hour later.
That's
Or we can just be patient.
So, Mike, if you look
Why
at
is
where
it
I am,
Here comes
going up?
another. It's at 39.
Dun dun dun.
And the 40th one is on its way. I hope to see
Ooh.
this. Sorry, I'll look at you in a sec, Tristan.
This is far more exciting. We're about to see a machine Kovarex. I mean Cooper.
there we
No,
go.
It's Clayton.
whatever his name is. Clayton, that's the one.
Oh wow, that takes ever. A minute. Right. Yeah, I can look at you, Tristan, for a minute.
Might be time for
So-
speed
Long
modules.
minute. Yep, I see you.
So I put this here, for example.
Yeah.
That's going to go round, and the splitter's going to do whichever side. Find out which. Yeah, that's not helpful.
Thank you.
I didn't actually see which side that was.
I think it went on the right, the inside loop, but I'm not certain. Yeah,
Okay,
it did.
So now if I output priority there, you're saying it already thinks it's going on our left.
I can't remember exactly. I just remember seeing there was a bug where under certain circumstances it could do that. I can't remember all the trigger conditions.
There's already 400 refined concrete in the logistics system. I didn't need to do any of that.
Oh,
There shouldn't.
That should have
I
put
think
it
I had
out on
some
the
in
other
my
side.
inventory.
Oh, is that your trash?
Yeah.
Brilliant. Why are you trashing them?
I turned off the
Just nowhere
priority.
for them to go.
That's what we were basically.
Yeah,
It's not
but
just me
then
filling up the storage
should
chest with crap, then, is
revert
it?
to putting it out on the other side. Helps if I remember to put the outputs on these things.
I thought they were deliberately off initially.
100 is not enough.
Nah.
Yeah, you
Hello.
get through flooring surprisingly
noise.
quickly when you start putting flooring down.
Oh, thanks for the follow, Mats050. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. How do I pick up concrete?
You have the concrete brush in your hand and you right click.
Yeah, don't. Concrete brush?
Yes, the one you're
I
using
have
to put it
have
down.
some.
You have to have some
Right, so
or a ghost of some.
Yeah. This is actually very helpful. Now I can see the arc.
Bear in mind you can't do the picky up thing with landfill. If you put landfill down in the wrong place, you are
Yeah,
then
I know
doomed and it will never go away.
Also, you can't queue it to pick it up. To select it.
No, you can't.
It's an entity.
It's alive.
Doing science and I'm still alive. 2, 1, 0. Right.
Although the centrifuges are starting
Yes.
to.
Right. This works as long as you don't have
Back it
this.
up a bit.
But I hate it. So there is that. It works, but I hate it. What have you been fired?
Let it again.
You're on
It
fire.
works.
I don't think it works, Al.
No, I think
all
it's this
looped
one.
round, has it?
I think it's
Yep.
this one.
So that's the second run through,
No,
Alright.
that one
Oh.
can't reach it.
Do you have any
This
speed
one can't.
modules?
and it's now got, because it picked up an extra one from just general refining. It's now got 3 extra in there.
Hurrah!
Put this here. Get rid of that.
Well, just leave it picking up more and more until it's full, and then until it's got 40, and then take them out and put them in the next one.
These are wider than they need to be.
Yep.
Ah.
Do you want a couple of speed modules, Mike?
Ooh, yes, please. Do I want speed or do I want productivity?
Speed. Productivity basically means it uses up less ore. You get, assuming it's been set up correctly in this,
I know what I need.
probably has, because it's probably just modified vanilla. You get 1 extra one when the bar fills up. You don't get a
Genetically
ridiculous
modified
amount.
vanilla.
Okay, fair enough, yeah.
Generically modified vanilla.
So if you request
So in that case,
speed
maybe I can
module
just
tier
do
2s, you'll
Just
get
on that, there aren't any in the... I didn't get any
No.
in the network.
2 of them once I go and stand in the logistics network.
I see it.
We can
On the way
potentially
4, logistics storage has -2 in it. Got it.
potentially research modules 3, but it's 1500 yellow and everything else sciences, and we are very short of yellow science at the moment. Let's have a look why, because I haven't done that for a little while. As usual, I can't find it. Oh, here it is.
Tell me, sweet little why.
It was LDS. We talked about this.
Oh, I was hoping that might have been sorted out by now, but it's no. You're right. You're quite right. It's still low density structures. Grr.
Suppose if you'd sorted it out, it would be sorted out.
Well, there was a train turning up with some, so I thought maybe it would be fixed, because that's how things work.
Did you make an ass out of
Things
you and
work.
me?
Sometimes.
I really hate that. Who says that? This is...
What?
Ah, I hate this. Okay. frickin' frickers. Frickety frick. Okay, fine. No, actually, no, this is fine.
Let's play
I
where on
know-
earth
I
were
know
we
what I
building the
said.
low density structures? Because I can't remember, as usual.
So
Isn't
there,
it
where the
pretty close to
ping
yellow
was.
sign. Just to the left of that.
Shit, you know.
Okay. Oh yes, so yeah. It's got the copper it needs now. It's just missing
Oh yeah, we looked
plastic.
at it and said, "Oh, copper's on its way."
Yeah, exactly.
then
And I thought that
we
might be it, but
confirmed.
no, it's missing plastic as well. And you
It's
need
down
plastic to go with the
here
plastic
somewhere, I think.
to make plastic glass.
Vaguely. Yes, I was pretty close. Plastic is slowly trickling through because there's not enough petroleum.
Right, and petroleum comes from here, and
There's 92k.
sounds like a fair amount, but yeah, it's not quite enough, is it? And that's shortage of because we're short of light oil for that one,
And heavy oil.
just short of oil in general. Then, or we've got too
Yeah.
much.
It's heavy, Doc.
Is it too much sulfurous
they're
gas?
back.
Yeah.
No, I mean they are. Some of them are
Yeah.
running. Okay. Are we not venting sulfurous gas anymore then? I guess
No,
we decided it was
that was
useful.
disabled because we were wanting to not do it accidentally. That is now enabled, or will be shortly.
Right. Okay. Yeah, because we had. Well, yeah, because we were having all those acid problems, weren't we?
Yeah.
Hey,
Acid reflux.
the acid tanks aren't full.
Oh.
So
we are using up sulfurous gas. It's just
we're not using it
we're
up
not
fast
using
enough.
it up quickly enough.
Right. It's because all of the machines are full of productivity modules in order to get the most as much acid out as possible.
Yeah.
That's extremely productive.
That's the
Well,
hope.
now I don't need any of this, so let's just do that. Wrong way. That. And then... Do. You have to be out of range, don't you? Lose. Put this. Ah!
Are you just planning to spend the entire evening tinkering with the flamethrower turret, trying to
No,
find a
I
good
was
way?
going to do whatever it was that Tristan said. But now that we've got artillery, I'm not really bothered anymore.
I
so.
think that's what I was suggesting is already done. It was pocket crafted instead of setting it up.
Well,
Oh,
I set up the thing for the provider chest, the requester chest, if we ever get one.
Oh yes. That's
Okay, so I think this general pattern, salute, works for burning things to death. Having one and then a few and then one. I hate that you can't split a pipe without taking up an extra square.
So, if we want, do we want to start building that sort of mall type thing I was talking about? And if so,
Run it
where?
by me again, because I didn't understand it even inside.
The plan, my thought is, if we have an area where we have loads of stations dropping off all of the sort of the raw materials and putting them into logistics chests, they can then just be spread. That we can then just have a small logistics network there that's passing the stuff around. So we make everything using logistics bots instead of belts and buses, and that way it's easy to set up. It's ugly and it's not quite the kind of way I like to do Factorio, but never mind. But it will at least.
It's trivial to add stuff.
Yeah, it makes adding stuff easy, and when the recipes are as complicated as they are in this pack, then I sort of start to feel less bad about it. So essentially, we'll need an enormous area for drop-off stations, and then an area next to it for building, but not quite as much of an area for building as you'd expect.
Fill in part of that area, so we can use the land down there, and accept that we would need
An
some...
enormous quantity of landfill.
Yeah.
That's an enormous quantity of landfill, you realise.
It's a moderate amount, yes.
It's a bit, yeah.
Given that we currently have
mean-
about 300 or something.
Given how long it took you to build the landfill for those forestry bits.
600, 700. We have about 700 now. Yeah.
It's not enough.
Yeah, I think that's
Well, we have
impractical.
We have 2 chests, each with 600 in here.
Okay,
So explain why you picked that space.
because it's a
since
space.
We have 2.4k.
I mean, there's lots of spaces. We've got artillery now.
Yeah, it's space inside the walls.
Hmm.
Yeah, but we've got artillery now.
You can always expand.
I mean, I'd very much like to move this wall. I'm faffing about with.
Yeah,
and
we could
rebuild it, right?
start there because now that I've been over there with the artillery and cleared out all of the nests that were attacking that area, if we move that wall all the way out to sort of to come down here, then we could have a column of stations along here, and then this area could be for the construction.
Well, if we move it across a bit, we don't need to have a corner in our thing, but yeah. Also, it gives me the opportunity to get my outpost station right first time.
Oh,
Again.
actually, it's just occurred to me. No, we do want to have all of this on the logistics network because the bots need to be able to pick up from from all of the outputs that we're making. And to be honest, if we have it on the logistics network as well, then we can and we use. Let's see, they pull from yellow chests before.
Oh, no fire.
They pull from yellow chests before they pull from red chests, so that would mean we'd at least be able to empty all of the junk out that's in around the logistics network to an extent as we needed it. So we probably don't want to have it on a separate logistics network. Also, if we were going to landfill somewhere to put it, I'd say we should put it slap bang in the middle of the base, because then as we go out to build stuff, it's the shortest flight possible for all the bots.
Yeah, that's just more landfill.
It's a lot more landfill.
I was suggesting down southwest
Sorry, bots.
because there's a fair amount of land. Not
Yeah.
enough, but a start.
I think pushing out to the right of where Al is probably the best idea.
Would here be big enough, actually?
It's the big column of stations that I'm most worried about, but it might be actually, because the stations
Those
would
can be quite compact.
Yeah, the stations would be packed quite a lot closer together.
Well, how
I
many?
think we'd still need to.
Well, would they?
So
Because
you
they
have a
can't be any more packed than.
Have a train come up here, go across here, and then you have a bunch of columns down here.
Surely they can't be any closer together than they are in all of our villages. Because
No, they can be because we don't need the belts.
You need 2 rail lines between
stuff
them.
into them.
Sorry?
Logistics bots.
We haven't got
That's the whole
requester
point.
chests.
Yes,
we
do.
will soon.
We're
We will in
92%
8% of the
Oh,
we're
right.
planning ahead for once this research is finished, basically.
Okay. Well, even so, you're quite constrained there.
And there are
I mean,
a lot
how many
of
raw materials are there? Plus, there's a pipe going across it.
So each station could be 3 different raw materials, and that takes up 3 track width.
Why 3?
One for the one for the track, one for the chests on one side, and one for the chests on the other side, and inserters for.
No, I mean, why 3 materials?
Oh, because you can have 12 inserters, and a chest is half a wagon, so allowing for a bit of overflow for 4 chests per resource would be gives you double the space, so you can have a buffer.
So there are 13 different types of metal. There are 3 types of circuit. There are various computers and frames and things, and there's stone and there's coal. We're going to need a lot of stations here, so I think I'd be most comfortable if it was somewhere that was future-proofed.
So why is
That could be 6 or
we
7
have enough bots
stations
for
if
that?
you
That sounds
don't-
like a lot of bots.
So
It is, but
intermediate things like computers, do you actually need
oh, you think we could just build them on site as well? I suppose it's possible.
potentially?
Yeah.
Because it's going to be low throughput.
Yeah.
But
I mean, Al, bear in mind this isn't for building any of the science stuff. This is just literally for building buildings. So it's not going to be having to build. Yes, it's going to need quite a lot of bots to do it, but it's not going to be crazy levels of throughput.
Have I misunderstood that the
actually
trains are
fluids.
actually dropping off and not picking up?
Yes, the
Fluids
trains are
will be all
dropping off.
gone.
That is correct.
Okay.
So the trains will
that was
turn up
the-
and drop off metals and other raw materials. We'll then have a sort of a logistics bot frenzied mall system that will build all of the stuff, and then the bots will take it away to wherever we're building things.
Yes.
And we
might
don't need
want
to
to aim for a disconnected logistics system.
No, I don't
Also,
think we
Probably a good
do.
idea.
No, we don't want to. We don't want to have a disconnected logistics system because we need to get the stuff out in order to use it for building.
Yep, no, but you then you can have the small one going to chests that it requests a chest that offload into provider chests
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah,
next
that's
door.
true. Yes.
Because that way you make sure you've got enough bots around there, rather than it going, oh, I'm going to helpfully select a bot on the other side of the base to come and do this thing because we happen to have a flurry of activity.
I see your point, but also if we have it all on the same logistics network, then it'll drain some of the junk out of the yellow chests around the base.
Yeah, the option there is you have a request a chest going the other way to
True.
do that.
True. Yeah, and then have put it into yellow chests on the inside so it gets used up as priority. Yeah, that's possible too. Another thought has just occurred to me. It's going to probably it might potentially cause problems in the short term, but we could put the mall set up in along here, all the stations going up here, and get rid of the entire current bus that we have.
Oh, that. Well. Hold on there.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure I'm comfortable with it either, but it is a possibility.
So our logistics system's stalled at 92%, so someone needs to fix science.
Yeah, we're waiting for enough plastic to be produced in order to make the low density structures. We're waiting for enough light oil to be produced to be made into petroleum, to be made into plastic, to be made into low density structures, to be made into.
Those first two steps are done.
Oh, okay.
Plastic is currently being produced.
Are there stronger pipes that are more resilient to biters? Because the problem with this system now is that the pipes keep breaking, so I need to put yet another thing in the thing.
I don't know.
Seems to me.
No.
Steel
Yes, steel pipe.
Max length.
Steel pipes.
Well, it says resistance is high for steel. Whereas resistance is medium for iron. So
are you looking in LTN or inventory things?
Inventory.
Oh, okay.
It is makeable.
I was hoping it would have a health thing as well in there, but it doesn't.
No. But the question is, what else could resistances mean?
It could mean you could put stronger acids through it or something like that. But yeah, I think it's most likely that it means means what you say.
It could include HP. What's it made of? What is this? I'm assuming it's steel and copper.
That looks like cupronickel to me. But I'm not sure.
Well, Fnai will tell me.
It will.
There's a train on its way for plastic.
Hooray!
Which you're going to take
Huzzah and hurrah.
Plastic Bertrand over here. So
it's corrosion resistant steel plates. Are they being already? I think we've got something else makes those. Oh, what have I seen those in? Ah, come on, brain. It was only a week ago. And completely irrelevant to what you'd. Oh, I bet it was turrets or something. Actually, let's have a look. Flamethrower turrets specifically. Let's have a look over here.
Flamethrower turrets are on the bus.
Yeah, I know. They're
Okay.
Over here. Over
oh,
here.
that's not going to plastic for LDS. That's actually named correctly. But I blame whoever's naming stations unhelpfully. So.
Laurence. Is that them there? Does that look
I'm
like
pretty sure Laurence started it.
I don't think I did. Is it named after? Is the name a pun? A music pun? Because if so, it was almost certainly Al.
It's Plastic Bertrand over here.
Oh yeah.
I'm not aware of that being a music pun, but it might
That's
be.
That's because I needed gold, so I started with Duran Duran, and then it got a little bit out of hand.
Yeah, if it said plastic pour something that isn't LDS, then I would have said, actually no, you can go back to the depot and it'll request for the LDS stuff.
Yeah, I do tend to eventually name a station sensibly. I just forget when I'm building the thing up, and then sometimes forget afterwards.
just like you forget to put rail signals in.
Also known to happen. There is a station up here that's a copper pickup station that is labelled with the icon for wood.
Well, labeling things with icons is just as naughty as labeling things meaninglessly. So
Yes. Hang on, weren't you the one who was?
I was going around replacing icons because I couldn't make head nor tail of them.
Yeah, that is either you or Mike, I think, Laurence.
Yeah,
I
I
was-
don't use these symbols.
I've never didn't touch symbols because I hate.
No,
I
as in
they're
you
horrible.
have copied pasted one of mine.
Oh, I see. That is possible.
Yeah, I don't copy paste.
Yeah,
There
it
you
might
go,
have been me
Laurence.
then.
We essentially got to the point of deciding we have two options, one of which is very painful,
Yeah, I think
but
Which
potentially
is a
better.
little bit painful.
I'm leaning
I-
towards not doing the painful one, but my factories in Factorio tend to end up being an archaeologist's delight, shall we say, because you can trace everything all the way through them that's been going on, all the way back, usually all the way back to my very first ore mine. Actually, no, not the first ore mine, but my first main bus.
Yeah, because why would you get rid of it?
Yeah, you just end up filling everything up with rubbish if you do. Why is that not
Once
running?
you have artillery,
Not that one. Why is that not
is
running?
push
Is it-
out.
Exactly.
Where's the thing? Is it on the bus? It's on the bus now. Here it is. Heat resistant steel plates. Well, fuck you. You son of a bitch.
Actually, there's all this stuff here, which is completely irrelevant,
True.
Yeah, you may as well strip that
including
out.
this science station. So that
Yeah.
entire area up to the science.
That could
And
all
potentially-
go.
Yeah,
It's
you have them come off down here,
yeah.
and then all of them go in this way to go back onto the train system. So you don't have the whole loop back thing.
There's even a mine there with nothing in it. That whole area you can.
Yeah.
What's this? Oh, science. I see.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, that could work.
Oh, that's why we're
So
doing that. That's the actual science.
Be a little bit smaller. Yeah.
This is the new.
The issue there is you have to plan how many stations you want
Hmm.
beforehand.
Yeah, I think I like the idea of it being expandable.
We also don't need the science. Oh, I see. Science station. When you said science station, I was looking for a bank of science machines from the old
Actually,
days.
To be honest, that is probably actually
wide.
sufficiently expandable. 'Cause if we start building out this way, we don't put any machines in that way, and all the machines go along here and rip out this stuff as necessary when it's in the way. Because this
Hmm.
stuff is basically not used, I believe.
And even if we did the sort of the standard loop station like that I keep doing, the stations are only going to come out to about here, the edge of this, whatever this is, tin mine or something,
I'm
iron
gonna
mine.
do a beast finder again.
So it's not a particularly. We still have like we'd still have all of the area from there across available for it. And actually, we could.
What comes out further than that?
0. Brilliant.
I
Comes out
can't.
about halfway down the science thing. I make it down to about there.
I was thinking putting him in like that. If you look at my stream, putting him in a long vertical column like this.
I'm waiting for it to catch up. Oh right. Oh, you were talking left, right. Okay.
Yes.
I was talking. Yeah. That then can't go down infinitely far.
No, but it can go down all the way to
one
here,
vertical.
which is quite good. And to be honest, by that point, we could probably get rid of all of these bus drop-off stations as well. If we got to that point, which who
Probably
knows?
about there. Down to the bus drop off, we're at about 60, so 20 stations.
Right.
So 60 different materials.
That sounds like plenty to me. Given I got to 13 metals, there's a sort of no more than half a dozen other raw materials.
Yeah.
There's water fairly close by as well, which we're probably going to need at some point. I can't think. I'm not
Yeah,
sure what
the
requires
different-
water off the top of my head, but
The
something
fluids
bound
are going
to.
to be awkward,
Yeah,
but
but the fluids aren't used by very much. There's just probably occasional things that do.
we want a nice gap so that we can have fluids separate and
Potentially, yeah.
Let me through.
like,
Son of a beach. Okay.
Well, the good
Very
news
good.
is there's a second centrifuge now running.
Oh, nice.
awesome.
Well, there was.
Why are you not just drawing one enormous deconstruction planner over the whole lot?
Because I haven't set one up to not deconstruct pylons.
Oh, I see. Do we care about the pylons? I suppose
Potentially,
there might not.
don't know
At
what-
some point, I'd like electricity.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
Call me fussy like that, you know. I mean,
think.
there's
Yes,
probably a link elsewhere, but it's a probably.
Yeah, I'm just looking to see. I think there is.
Actually, yeah,
Yeah, there
there
is.
is.
There is. There's one on both to the east and to the west, actually. So yeah, you can just rip all of that straight out.
The
Right
issue
there.
is radar and what's names robo
Oh,
towers.
robo towers. That's a good point. We
Oh,
might
this
want to redo the robo towers as a sort of a nice, neat grid as well, though. And the
Yeah.
robo towers are exactly the same range as the large pylons, which is quite nice.
Is that how that works? Seems to be working. How strange.
Oh, and if we do want to have them as a separate robo logistics network, then we will have to do the roboports separately as well.
Yes.
Robo Boogie. Cupro.
Yeah, I think there
Is that here?
are advantages and disadvantages to that. Oh, small bronze poles and small iron poles are a thing.
Cupro nickel. Is that
Yay.
over here?
I'm not sure they were when we were starting.
Oh dear, there's not very much plastic, is there?
Radar, that's what I'm after. Right.
You low on
Hopefully that won't just deconstruct anything I don't want it to.
I won't start building. You'll just shout at me. I'll let you do the station. Get the station started because stations are your thing, and I think it's probably safest.
Okay, let's just
More likely to
dump
work.
stuff in the
petroleum.
logistics system.
Are we actually that low on petroleum?
Yes.
Is that what you were talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're low on
There's a whole bunch over here. We should maybe go over there anyway.
Whereas over
Oil.
here.
That's oil though. We're
You
not
can
low on
turn it
oil.
into petrol, can't you? Oh, we're
Yes,
not
we
low
are
on oil.
doing that. It's just there doesn't seem to be enough of it coming through, or it's not being done quickly enough.
Mm.
That's the problem. Problem. There's currently 108,000 petroleums, and I think it needs to be 150 before a train will come. So
Yes.
it's a little while.
Assuming there's a K on the end of it.
Yeah. Even when the plastic is being, actually, I don't know how much of it we've got. I can't. Where are the pipes? Here are the pipes. Oh, we've run out basically. That's why it's a bit slow.
Are we? Is oil the bottleneck, or is the refinery the bottleneck?
Neither.
The whole refining process is the bottleneck, I believe.
Or is it because there's a side effect that we can't get rid of?
It's
Actually,
just-
so a lot of the refineries aren't running. Have
there is an oil train on the way.
we run out of
It's-
oil? No,
we're
we've
low on oil.
We've got enough. The pump is. Oh yeah, the end tank is basically empty.
But yeah, that's a momentary thing.
Yeah. Explains why most of the refineries are shut down, though.
And this small power area too.
Ooh, that was quite neat. Just fits in. Not actually quite planned.
What's that? Round the Roboport, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was planning it for going round the science area.
All right. With a little bit of free space, just in case.
Yeah. So I think that's essentially what we want.
Oh, No, we just basically are full up on heavy oil, so nothing else is going.
Ah, right.
Oh
'cause,
right. Heavy oil should be turned into other oil, shouldn't it?
Well, it's just empty at the moment. It's just a pipe with tanks on the end of it.
Where are you looking at? Are you looking at the same oil? Are you looking at this oil processing facility, or oh, you're over there? Yeah, don't worry about that one. That's not really being
Oh.
used.
Where did that come from?
That's the old one. We've expanded out away from that since. That's just
Well,
producing
we can get rid of that then.
tiny amounts of sulfur for the
Was
bus.
that genuinely? Where did that come from, Al?
Yeah.
Have you not noticed this massive oil facility?
I have
over,
spent
like...
the past 2 or 3 streams just staring at ammo outposts, going, "What the fuck is wrong with you?"
Yeah, that
Have
oil
you
place has been
seen?
there for 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah. Have you
9,
seen this,
10.
Al?
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
Have you done
seen this,
so?
Lawrence?
I have
Right.
indeed. It's unfortunately there's only I was going to say there are only 2 people watching the stream, and I'm pretty sure both those people are already in the stream. So I have to
Don't
admit
like it
I've
when I
not
go
been at my
distracted.
most interesting this stream. I can feel it. I'm just been dopey and not as into it as sometimes. So it's not. I suspect it's not been one of my best streams.
I mean, like, I'm gonna give you a pass on that one, but you open yourself up to some real abuse. Just gonna throw that out there.
I'm saying it's worse than normal. I'm not. Yeah, objective quality is open to. I don't know. We shall
That's
see.
case in point.
I spent today on an
Half
agile
up.
training course where objective quality was a serious thing of discussion.
Oh dear.
And then you spent 3 hours in Bristol.
And then I spent
In a
3
car.
hours in Bristol trying to get out.
Could have walked out of
Yeah.
that.
Best thing to do there.
Yep. Say it, sorry.
Best thing to do if you're in Bristol, isn't it?
Yeah, get out.
I was going to say the best thing to do if you're on an agile training course.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was really awkward. Actually, in fairness, it's a good course. What I really genuinely appreciate about it is the fact that guys stood at the front. And his first thing he said is, "You should always remember that agile's not a silver bullet." And so I'm going to, not for long, but I'm going to spend a little bit of time telling you what waterfall is as well, so that you understand the difference.
That makes sense.
Aha, because most people haven't heard of it.
So,
this is the thing.
So
is
I
that-
suppose the question is: do you sound like that because you spent the whole day talking about it, or because you've got a cold?
I have the tail end of a cold as well.
I think we
Post-party
just don't
plague.
have enough refineries.
Yeah.
No, and some of the refineries aren't running, so that probably isn't the problem.
Yeah. What was interesting is
The
that,
problem is this tank here that doesn't have any oil in it.
So
there's
oil
still-
is the problem.
Yes, but Tristan said there's some on its way. I think. Yeah, there's yellow light on the station, so there is a train on its way.
Oh, it's the whole. We've designed the fluid stations lazily,
Mm.
so
Doesn't this also
there's
balance?
enough
Oh,
in
so
the
it's
station.
difficult to fill up.
it
Oh,
takes
right. Yeah.
Ages for the last one to fill up.
So we should probably, if for the pickup stations at least, if we increase it to say 200,000, then
Why is
The
it drained
the
like
thing
that?
that might help is putting a couple of extra tanks in that aren't connected to the circuit condition.
yeah, well that's sort of the same, but not quite the same.
I thought these
Is-
tanks just balanced themselves out and acted as one single inventory.
They do, but they don't balance instantly. The liquid has to flow between them, and that takes time.
And it being
As a
oil
note,
takes
I
forever.
sent that train off. I can't bother
Right.
waiting for it.
So it's because it's oil, it's slow.
Just because it's a liquid that's slow, the liquids take a bit of time to settle.
Yeah, but this is taking forever. This one's actually full, and this one's just not gaining anything at all. Like, the difference between the last one and the first one is just insane.
Hmm.
Can we push it? Can we use
You
a pump?
can. It takes that. Then you're then adding a bunch of extra stuff and making the station bigger.
Well, can you make a pump that just pushes things?
So what you should actually do is you have the station, the train outputs into a single tank for each wagon, which then each of those outputs into a shared setup. And the one that's one tank per train is what you actually measure, and you only request when those are empty.
Could you not do some sort of crude balancing by dragging stuff from one end and putting it to the other?
You mean like
with the pump?
a bit like has been done on the sulfuric acid loading station just above?
Yeah, there's no pumps in that.
There
Apart
there
from
is. There's one pump pushing
Oh,
to the
pumping
far end and one
from
pump
the
pushing to the near end. Yeah.
from the buffer into the thing.
Oh, I meant the
Yeah,
I said
that.
sulfuric acid. That's
Oh,
lube.
that's lubricant.
One
Right.
down from that.
Lube's the same.
But it's basically the same, except it's got some tanks on the input as well. But yeah, basically
Yeah,
the same.
I was thinking that you would have that, but in reverse. So you suck out of the end one and shove it into the first one, basically.
Yeah, I mean that could be done. In fact, that probably is worth doing. In fact, I'll head over and stick
I
some
was-
extra stuff in there. I want something I
So
want something to fiddle with that I don't have to think too hard about.
something like
In
this.
before Mike's do something rude.
And you could probably do a second one actually, and have
Yeah, I'm in a tired mood.
Yeah, me too. And I don't really know why.
and then you might do this. Oh no, you can't weave pipes. Never mind. Just realised. I mean, maybe you can weave different types of pipe. No, they'll probably just connect to each other, wouldn't they?
You might be able to because some of them have different available lengths.
Yeah, you might be able to because they you can connect them to each other above ground, but you can't connect them underground. I don't think.
Underground, overground, Womberlin free.
Right,
The Wimbles of Wambledon,
like
etc.
that.
Hmm.
Basically,
Which
that's what I
reminds
was
me,
thinking.
Lawrence, did you hear your little jingle that we added to your? I think
No, I've been
Ah.
I spent the last day or two of well I say spent the last day or two not as in literally all of the time, but just a bit of the time I spend fiddling with videos. I've been making an IRL video which I'm actually quite pleased with. It's coming out on Saturday, so yeah, look forward to that, everyone.
IRL video.
Yeah, a video of so not a gaming video sort of thing.
Oh, so no fun then. Look at all the plastic now that we've got petrol. Amazing. This is cupronickel plates, but I don't want that. What
Pumps
then? What are
need
you
power, Al.
making? Oh, sorry.
It's alright.
Well,
I put it
You're
in.
going over there anyway. Right then, let's make these now. Pipe. All that time, by the way, was spent me making one steel underground pipe. Not enough. It's not even one pair, is it? Probably. Is it one too? Maybe.
Who knows?
I'm not sure. It must be one. Yeah, it's produces two. Let's do that. Take your time. Don't worry about it. Fucking hell. Is there a...
Oh,
Hang on
actually,
then.
no, let's.
Just a calm, make a minute there, boy. Oh, that outpost is very far away. Let's I wonder if it would take longer for the train to get to me and then there than it will for me to get there.
And then the train.
Where's the me? Please don't pick anything up.
So we need roboports for this. Robo towers aren't big enough.
Oh, really?
They don't have a big enough range to cover far enough for it to
Oh, I
actually
see.
hit the middle ones.
Gotcha.
I think you got a compliment for your singing, Mike.
Did I?
Oh, Jen.
Oh,
I'm-
so kind of her.
was
Don't
gonna
do
say,
it.
He recognises pure talent.
I was gonna say normally Mike's singing does sound a little bit better than that, but a little bit
Yeah,
better.
slightly grotty throat, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
It happens.
Oh yeah.
I thought you were going to say normally Mike singing makes people close the.
Well, after put it this way, after the first time Mike was in one of the musical productions, they had to move away to Birmingham.
Yep.
Brilliant.
So
So the different jurisdiction.
basically, yes, it's out of artillery range, perhaps, or something like that.
Oh my god, this is going to take such a long time to make these. Jen says encore. Don't hurt him, he's got a sore throat, etc.
It's very kind of
like-
you, Jen. Thank you.
More like non-core.
Yeah, it's dangerous asking people, and in that particular social circle, it's dangerous encouraging them to sing because it tends to happen.
I mean, in fairness, there's a reason why I spent my entire life hiding backstage.
What's that reason then?
Shyness.
Yep, I really dislike being on stage.
Oh dear.
Certainly seem shy.
Thank you. I am.
Is that a thank you? I'm not really sure.
Thank you for noticing.
Eh.
Um,
I might as well have put down a bloody machine.
We've
and
got to the point where we are short. Our crude oil supply is low, and we're just having a look around. There don't seem to be any. There are a couple of tiny free crude oil patches inside the walls, but only a couple, and they're quite very small.
Can you
And
find some regular oil patches and make it tell dirty jokes, thus making it crude?
Yes.
I heard the sigh.
We're all mad at you.
Oh, yeah, it wasn't quite up to. It didn't quite deserve a face palm, but
This one,
Yeah, I'm off my
actually,
game.
what is a
that one
decent sized
has
oil patch?
annoyingly
This is?
been built on.
Biltong? Yeah, no, we can't really get to that one.
can
We
get
could get to the
most
rest
of
of that. Actually, 1200 isn't that bad now. I look around at some of the other ones we're using. We're using other ones at 400 and 300, probably because we've drained them. Yeah, so actually, those 1200s aren't too bad. Maybe they are. They probably are worth going for. Maybe I should.
If
Nearly up to a
L10
third
was not
centrifuge.
pretending to be a human, that would be
I've basically spent today's entire session just sitting here.
Watching the Coverexing.
Just change-
Claytoning, sorry.
Oh, you sent that there, and now it's doing stuff. Can you tell it to stay there until it stops shooting stuff?
You can tell it to stay there until inventory is empty, which isn't the same, but
I told it to stay there until inactivity, and it's
Yeah,
left.
inactivity is
Shouldn't
Oh.
presumably.
inactivity should be stopping shooting. Yeah.
You've completely ruined that wall, by the way. I haven't fixed that one yet. So thanks. Those are peaceful biters, and now they're not.
They weren't going to be for long.
No, but
They were advancing again.
Biters are never peaceful. They just haven't attacked yet. You're not planning to expand any further here, are you, Tristan? This is where you've done your electroplating.
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
I have realised that there is another one. that
Okay.
isn't currently being
I
provided.
can leave a bit of
So
space. I
giving
just didn't want to. I didn't want to go over the top of the stone patch, just in case we end up needing it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll leave a gap before I put in the oil pickup station that I'm about to put
Yeah,
in.
that seems fair.
I wish I could copy paste the concept of deleting. Who's buying
What?
the concept of deleting?
You want to copy paste the concept of deleting?
Yes, if you think about it, it
provider.
makes perfect sense. But if you just sound like it's a ridiculous thing to say, then
Okay.
gonna lose all confidence.
You had
I
confidence.
want to paste the thing, even though there's something there. I don't want to have to delete the thing when I've got a blueprint in my hand. I
Are
want
you
to
feeling
paste.
okay, Al? Has it
I'm
been getting a
making
bit hard
holes in
recently?
the wall, Michael.
He wants a paste that overwrites.
Yeah, I want it to delete the things that are there and
Oh, press
paste.
shift.
No, because it's
It
built
doesn't
stuff.
work for
That only
our
works-
structures.
Yeah,
What?
exactly. So
I'm
now
sure
you
there is a way of doing it.
There's
I don't
not.
think so.
It's not, and shame on you for saying so.
Getting his hopes up. Poor little mite.
If you could delete the thing you were pointing at with the right mouse button without having to
That was mite with
You
a
know,
T.
Oh,
get
Mike's
rid
been
of.
talking in Discord.
Oh, has he?
How dare you?
About
Oh yeah.
20 minutes ago. You've been in longer than 20 minutes, haven't you?
Yeah, but I don't like leaving questions unresponded to.
Ah.
I appreciate that's not necessarily the most helpful thing. Yeah, but it's fine.
Are you doing your thing where you respond to a message way after it's has any use being responded to?
Listen, my wife just thinks I have bad signal, okay?
But in fact, you have bad communication skills.
Hmm.
I'm project manager. Good communication skills are not part of the requirement.
In fact, they're just actively discouraged.
Yep.
I was going to say, yeah. It's not really the point, but okay. Don't really like this. Fast insert is not in the way. Put the fucking thing down. What the fuck?
Oh, we need accumulators for roboports.
I put
Oh.
down a ghost for a small wooden pole,
Spooky.
and a bot came out of a bot station, came to me, picked up a small wooden pole, and put it down. But I only put the ghost down because I didn't have any.
Are you sure you didn't have any? Sounds like you might have actually had some.
What?
I can only imagine that it was in my deleting things place. So it went, oh, I know what to do
Oh,
about this.
that's neat.
Don't do that.
No,
'cause
they're
there
going
are some.
elsewhere.
I haven't got any now. That's why I looked. I looked and went, I haven't got any. But of course, they count when you're in the logistic network as logistic stuff. So
So
the
pick one up,
construction,
discard it, and try it again. See what happens.
it should auto discard it, I think. Yeah, it's in discard. So now if I do this, that bot will take it from me and put it down. Because I don't
like
want
that.
it. So it's sending it away.
Yeah, you are basically being a provider chest.
Yeah. Now, I have built those things. And this is the place of
Thanks I get
destiny.
for it. All right.
So let's do. It does connect, and they have 250 HP as opposed to 100. So yes.
Okay, it's quite a lot tougher. Oh, is that
Considerably
steel,
more better.
pipes, isn't it? Yeah. Okay.
So I might consider making some of those in a little tiny village, a hamlet.
Hamlet. The Danish play.
Like there's a Scottish one and a Danish one.
Yes.
Have you not heard of the Scottish play?
The Scottish play.
The Scottish
The
way
Scottish play.
that lives on Drury Lane.
Well,
That was where my
Scottish
thought.
play.
The Scottish play.
This game can be played by two or more and lasts for many hours.
Hello, Christian. Hello, Ant. Sorry, I was not paying any attention to my
Hello,
chat
hello.
because I was staring blearily at these pipes, trying to put them all down in sensible places. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining us.
I did finally fix my raid sound. So now if anyone chooses to honor me with their presence, it will tell me rather than just silently ignoring the incumbents of multiple people.
A wooga, a wooga.
I am sure.
I'm now wondering what I was fiddling with when you said, "What does this button do? Let's see what happens." I'm assuming it was fairly destructive, though. Let's tidy this up a little bit as well while we're at it.
I wish I hadn't cut that. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Boop.
Right, other than roboports, that drop-off station at least is
Noise.
done for 7. It's got 7 of them,
What? No.
which
That be sensible.
should be enough for now. It's
Bots, plug this shit in.
relatively easy to add more.
Yeah. So this is going to be quite a big upheaval for the way we're doing things, but I think it's going to be totally worth it. And at least it keeps the bus in more or less the same place. That's a ridiculous looking station system. I mean, it's great. It's exactly what we wanted, but it looks ridiculous.
Ooh, where did you go? You're not allowed to do that.
I like it.
Just because it looks
Oh, you didn't like
ridiculous.
bots.
I don't like
It-
bots, but that doesn't mean I don't like a nice, well-organized station.
Oh, well,
It does look neat.
It
All
does.
nice and structured. It'll look less neat once
It's-
the inserters have different things on them.
Yeah, once
Oh,
it's
yeah,
once
yeah,
it's full of
that's a
nonsense,
good-
it'll look a lot less neat. But
Don't like that very much.
at the moment, it's just a nice block, and they're even flashing the no signal thing in unison.
If I could get them out of sync, I would.
We have a very big base. We've had 4 of us playing for like 90 hours now at this point, and it's yeah, yes is all I have to say about that.
I think the base isn't that big for what it actually needs to be. There's some excess,
Yeah,
but
the
not
thing-
a huge
Just
amount.
some.
the thing is,
Just some, 'cause
Industrial
we let
Revolution.
Laurence choose the size of trains.
Yeah.
Hey, now that in my defence, that was before we realised just how big Industrial Revolution trains are. I was expecting it to be a bit more vanilla. Granted, even so, even with the vanilla-sized trains, a 4 would probably have been absolutely fine. But oh well. None of you
I'm
shouted
glad
me
we talked
down.
you I'm glad we talked you down from 12.
I can't remember whether that's accurate or not, or whether you're just taking the piss.
I think we did have a discussion about whether to have 8 or not.
Okay. Hey, there's one
I
here
do
that's with
remember
1
that.
on it. Yeah,
Other than it being ridiculous for this, I would prefer 8 to 6 because it's then the
power
power
of
of
2.
2.
Yeah, maybe we should have gone for 4. It's too late now, sadly.
Yes.
You prefer 8 to 6 because it's power of 2.
Yes.
I know
so,
it's 2 cubed, but like,
So nicer for splitters.
oh, I see what you mean.
It's not just that Tristan really likes 2s.
Well, I mean, there is that as well.
That's just a bonus. Oh, I
Yeah.
see. We finished. Oh, yeah. Of course, we've obviously finished it because you've filled up train stations up with them chests. Yes.
No, those are the ones we had before.
Oh, yeah, of course they are. No, wait. Yes, they are. Yeah, of course they are. It's the
But
blue
yes, we
ones
have
we
finished
needed.
it.
Yeah.
I
we
sent a train out to go and grab the yellow science that was there. There's 1,500.
Okay. Right. Well, that oil. I've just built another oil station, oil producing station. That I'm just going to leave that now and let it let the bots finish actually doing the actual building process of it. And I think there was another one, wasn't there? Where was it? Oh, it was up here. All right. I might as well get these as well.
Did you give a numerical answer to how long we've been playing? 'Cause it's about 90
Yeah, it's
hours.
about
isn't it?
90 hours. Yes. There's definitely quite a lot of madness. And yes, the factory is still growing. So things are going. And in fact, the factory can grow a bit more easily now because we now have artillery. So
90 hours and 23 minutes right now.
okay, I have to admit I estimated.
Having got to the point where the factory can grow more easily, we're now going to grow it inside itself. So
Yeah, but I'm sure we'll want it to grow at some point.
yeah, we'll want more.
I'm just
going
going to empty that out through there because otherwise, pain in the butt. Oh,
A pain in the bus.
yes. Did I put signals in, or is Tristan going to have a sad at me? Signals are included in the station. Yeah, they're in the blueprint.
The two aren't mutually exclusive.
It's true. Fortunately, the stations are in the blueprint, so that's it's all right. Have I just built that over one of the oil patches? I have. Oh, for goodness' sake!
Signals are in the blueprint as well.
Yes, that's what I just meant. I don't know if it's what I just said, but it's what I just meant.
It's not, but which is why I even bothered saying anything. But I knew what you meant.
Were we supposed to listen to him?
I do occasionally.
I mean, if you're on the stream, then it's traditional. It's sort of why it's there.
Factory must grow indeed. It must get bigger. More powerful.
Embiggen.
We embiggen it. In fairness, if you look at it with the in map view with the station names on, you just can't see most of it anymore.
If you go to the point where you can see most of it and you turn station names on, it just doesn't show the station names because you zoom too far out. But yes, there is. Zoom in a little bit, and yes, it is mostly covered in text. This is the problem with the town system and also Al's naming system.
Yeah.
Credit where credit's
blame Al.
Blame where blame is due. Al has stopped paying attention and is looking at. I don't know. I assume he's fiddling with his phone. He's either that or he's fallen asleep. It's kind of hard to tell with him sometimes.
I am helping Jen draw. What's this? Is this the right brush?
One of you holds the paper, one of you holds the pens.
It's an iPad.
Stylus then, or whatever. Finger.
Yeah, one of you holds the finger. Your finger, you fool.
Gund.
That's the one.
Nope.
It is a very, very cool game that it does allow you to have that level of creativity. And just for something that's so theoretically simple.
Yeah. Whilst I'm sure there is an optimum way to design every single bit of it, the chance of you ever actually finding that is basically zero, especially if you're me.
I think the chance is 100% for you, Laurence, because you play with me.
The chance is
100%
of me not being able to find the optimum way because I play with you. It's true.
Yeah. I mean, in fairness, I did kind of ask that one.
We get on reasonably well in real life, I promise.
You need the rest of it.
Yep. In fairness, you came to my wife's 30th birthday.
Yeah. And I wasn't kicked out. You even let me stay over.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. That was only last weekend. That's how scary that is.
So frustratingly, every time I put something here, the main bot network chooses to do it rather than the one that's nearby and designed for this.
Are those tanks going to actually get built? If something's half in the Roboport network, it does get built, doesn't it? Or a third in this case.
A
Oh,
third, I'm
yeah,
not
yeah.
sure, but
Surely it just needs to have one
I'd
tile in it.
turn
You'd
your
think,
road
wouldn't you?
reports on and then
I'm
look and
not.
see if it has a cog.
I'm nowhere near it.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Don't
doing.
do that
I'm,
then.
I'm building Tristan style, just miles
Yeah.
away, just saying, yeah, put all this stuff down here.
Tristan style. Ooh.
Yep.
Yeah. So, have you played Factorio recently, Ants? Because they made an update ages ago to how the lighting is done. So instead of just displaying the thing at its normal level of brightness, lights all actually give off light now. So at night time, massive banks of furnaces and things. He says, look, trying to remember where the furnaces are in this map. Look really cool. Are those? No, they're all turned off. They're all cold. So much
Some
less
just
light.
turning on over here, but I don't
Okay.
think they look
It's
that great on this
no, they
on the
don't
patch.
actually. All right, I'll take it all back. They look much better in vanilla. Possibly the graphics on
They've
this
got
haven't been
that
updated.
grate on the front.
Yeah, I think maybe these graphics haven't been updated since that was done because that doesn't look quite as bright as I would expect. But you also you get lovely things like the
Ow.
uranium glowing through. I think it might be almost daytime
Hey, it's
again
alive.
now. That's probably why.
Yeah.
That looks wrong.
That's real,
What
right?
does?
What are you looking
Oh,
at?
no, it's fine.
You're not
What?
streaming, remember? You said that looks
No,
wrong. I immediately looked at Al's stream because that's the only other thing I can see.
it's the iron which Tristan pinged a moment ago.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Yeah,
But
the
it's white.
demos.
It's yeah.
The demo's not
is
bad.
there a
I
way?
don't think. It's been a while since I had any sort of encounter with it because I've had the full game for a long time. I'm at 1600 hours played now in total, something like that. But yeah, it's definitely it's an amazing game and very worth saving up for and getting. Do bear in mind that we are playing a heavily modded version here, so what you will be playing won't be anything like as headache-inducing as this is. At least not at first. Maybe when you've played a few hundred hours and completed vanilla a few times, you'll want to move on to mods and things. But that's up to you, depending on how masochistic you're feeling.
So, what was I going to say?
Can definitely recommend though.
Oh. Is there a way I can tell that something is a ghost without my eyes?
It is
Because,
difficult to
like,
tell some.
What?
Oh yes, go switch into map mode and zoom out. If it's purple, it's a ghost.
That usually his eyes.
good.
Yeah, but it's in it. I knew I'm
It's
answering what he
very
meant,
clear.
not what he said.
Although I am standing right on top of it.
Yeah, I think that's a ghost.
There's a cog on
Yeah.
it instead. So.
Oh yeah, that's also
Also-
another
also
sign that it's a
correct.
ghost.
Because the arrows on the pipes kind of interfere with the idea that it's got that purple thing that means the bots are trying to replace it. Although I'm not quite sure why there are 4. How can it be that damaged that it needs more than replacing? Anyway, where did that go?
Are they all pumping merrily? Apart from the one that doesn't have power and is definitely linked to the pipes. Yes.
Excuse me.
Okay, that one's working. Good. Right, that's the biggest oil patch we have now, I think,
Oh.
given that we've pulled most of the oil out of the other ones and they're all down in the few hundreds. Yeah, 1600 hours. And I'd say I've got bored a few times, but then I've had little breaks and then I've got back into it again. So, yeah, what I would probably what I did and whether I don't 100% recommend this, but what I did was I played vanilla a few times. I launched the rockets, built up to sort of fairly big mega bases 3 or 4 times. Then I played it. Yeah, then I'd heard of Angel Bob, so I played all the way through that. There are videos on the channel if you want to see me suffering. Then I started on space exploration. And now I'm doing space exploration and Industrial Revolution sort of in parallel at the moment. So space exploration is on my own. That's the Tuesday streams and the Friday videos, and then Industrial Revolution with this bunch of monkeys on Thursdays. I probably wouldn't recommend going straight from vanilla to Angel Bob's really. I think space exploration is probably the best one of all of them because it's got the most interest in it. A lot of the stuff in Industrial Revolution is just here is a really long chain of requirements in order to make the thing, just to make it harder and to make it more advanced, more difficult, more complicated, all that sort of thing, which is all very well, but it's not as interesting. Whereas space exploration has different feels to all the different things, which is quite nice. So I'd say go for that one. And it has a fairly vanilla start as well. It's vanilla with minor complications for the first phase of it, should we say?
Basically, until you would normally complete vanilla.
Yeah, basically, which makes it quite a nice introduction. So it's a good way to get into into the game. Those tanks are not getting built, so I suspect they don't get built if they're only partly in the in the Roboport
It
network,
might have to be a
which is
certain
interesting.
amount in.
It is less than half, granted, but it is.
Just stop
It might
track-
be the center has to be
Jesus
within the.
Yeah. Oh, it doesn't
This is
Yeah,
where you
quite
put one
reach.
in,
Oh, once you put it-
one block over from the existing one and find out.
Nah, can't be asked.
But science demands.
train station design among the trees. That's when you just plonk it down and don't worry about the trees.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
And you go, where the fuck are all the things? Have I done this thing? Have I done that thing?
Yep, been there
Okay,
several times. Yeah, and what I tend to do is because we've got all of this stuff blueprinted, I mostly just drop a blueprint down, and then the bots will come in and take away the trees that are in the way, and then put everything else down around it. And then I'll come along a bit later and go, I can't tell what's going on there, and have to take out some of the other trees. Like there was probably one in front of this. There might have been one here, for example, hiding that combinator. But yeah, I mean, trees are worth having around if you can, because they clean up the pollution a bit, and so yeah, it's a good idea. Ooh, actually, with the way I've built this, I can get rid of that bit of track and put in another. Not you. Actually, let's get rid of all that, but then not you, that one. And then I can put in the other one of these that should be there like that. And then, oh, get rid of that. Damn it.
Polluting a lot by picking up these fire thingies. The pipes, I mean.
I'm not sure I do. It was so long ago that I launched the first rocket. I don't really remember it. I remember a lot of the sort of the satisfying things in the various mods I've been playing, because those are the things I've done more recently. But I don't think I do remember when I first launched my first rocket, which is a bit sad really, because it's a big milestone. Also, I do have a terrible
5.7
memory,
years now.
so yeah, it's been a good few years.
Most
Yes.
of it, really.
I do remember quite a lot of satisfaction from getting my first automated spaceship running in space exploration. That was very satisfying, because that was a headache.
Just get rid of everything. Stop keeping stuff. Go away.
Do
Oh,
we
I haven't
have
got
any
white
more
parts.
oil mines that I can put oil patches that I can put a mine on? I don't think we do.
What's wrong, isn't it?
You always call those mines.
Oil mines.
Well, once they're digging it
Yeah.
up, it's an oil mine. But while it's just there sitting there as
Oil field or oil derrick.
no, as a single one is an oil derrick or a pump jack or a derrick. But the whole system
Oil
together
field.
is an oil. Yes, well, yes again, but an oil field could just be sitting there idly.
I just like the way it's called, a derrick.
There's
the name Sebastian was already taken.
there's
So it's a
there's a DIY channel I sometimes watch on YouTube where the guy who runs it is called Brad. So when he's using a Brad nailer, he refers to it as a me nailer.
Yeah, fair. Why not? Why not?
I mean, if there was a device called a Laurence nailer, I totally would you do the same. So I completely understand.
Yeah, you have to do something if you're going to be called Brad, don't you?
He's American. I think it's more acceptable over there.
Our Brad's Australian. Is it allowed over there?
I don't know. Probably. I mean, he is. So
Yeah, but I mean,
they haven't sent him back. So.
I wonder if they've tried.
Oh, do you only get? That's interesting. You don't. Yeah. The
Use your
purple
words.
the purple highlight on the map for a thing that isn't going to get for a ghost appears to it seems like it disappears under some conditions, because the landfill that's getting built way down the bottom, some of that is
Ooh.
still ghosts, but it isn't
Who did
purple
that?
anymore.
Ah.
And I'm not sure why not. Maybe it's when there's a bot on its way out to build it. I don't know.
No, because none of it's purple, and
But it was
there are bots on
before,
their way, and there are bots not on their way.
and all of my tanks over here are purple.
I assume it's because it's on water or something.
No, but they were purple earlier. I remember noticing.
Oh.
I don't know.
That's not. Just to the east.
East? What? Where? Thank you. Oh, that. Oh, right. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what the rules are, because
Who put down this reinforced steel wall? Was that you? Laurence? Is that
Um,
what I'm saying?
yes, I think we're yes, we're testing to see whether it was fireproof, and it turned out not to be.
But is it
What do you
more fireproof than
Well, it's
200?
going to have
It's
it's going to have a
1000
much.
HP.
Yeah, I was going to say it's tougher, so sort of.
What we need is a fire detector, and then turn the bots off whilst it's running.
Then we lose the walls.
Yeah, but walls are cheaper than bots.
If the
Well, I
bots are
don't
actually
think the
being
walls.
destroyed,
I don't think a
then yes, they
1000
are.
HP wall will actually burn down.
But the
If
bots
we
will come
can,
out to repair it, and the bots will be burnt down.
yeah. So if we can wait for the fire to go away, the wall will still be there.
Are we making tanks anywhere?
Yes, but they
Tanks
might
as
not be.
in brum brum boom boom shooty shooty, or
No, it's in
tanks as
sploosh
in fill me
sploosh.
full of water.
There were some
Oh,
over
here they
where
come,
all
I
the
think.
trains were being made.
Yeah, here they come. It's just they were just coming from a long, long way away, I suspect. So it's taking a little while.
Probably the case.
Ooh, how complicated is Industrial Revolution compared to Angel Bob's? Less complicated, I think. There's less of it, but you don't get the help. You don't get the helpful Bob stuff. But the complexity, Angelian complexity is also less horrendous. So I'd say it's probably less complicated, but it's possibly more frustrating. Does that seem
Yes.
fair? I don't know. I don't know. I think Tristan, as far as I'm aware, Tristan's the only other person who's played Angel Bob's.
Yeah, I've only done Bob's.
Too
It's
long ago.
It's I'm struggling to remember, but and also
the
the
big
fact that
difference is in this: the bus ends up 100 miles wide compared to the 6 inches of the actual factory. That to
In
me is
Angel
the
Bob's, both of them are 6 miles wide.
yeah. Yeah, I think Angel
Would be
Bob's was
different, right?
probably. I think overall I think probably I prefer Angel Bob's. I think Angel Bob's was it was the right sort of hard. This is just complex for the sake of it. I mean, if I show you some of my the chains needed to make stuff like here, I'm not even sure what we're making here. Blue circuits. So we've got tin coming in that's being made into tin wire. We've got stone coming in that's being crushed down into sand to be mixed with carbon that's coming in from somewhere else to be made into silicon powder that's being cooked into silicon wafers that's then being combined with, and then gold is being turned into sheets and wires, and then they're all being turned together into triacs, and then we're turning tellurium ingots into tellurium foil, and we're combining that with the silicon to make. You see, it's just there's the processes are very, very long and convoluted, and then in a lot of places you've got things like I don't know where I'm doing. Oh, over here, for example, what's this? Oh, this is making artillery shells, but you bring in the carbon steel, but then the carbon steel has to be made into rods and then into rivets and then also into plates in order to make those together into these reinforced plates, which you then combine with cupronickel to make a better type of reinforced plate that then goes on to be made into something else. So there are so many extra intermediate steps like these rods and these rivets, and then you've got beams somewhere else as well. So rather than just taking in the metals and making them into the thing, you have to process the metals 3 or 4 times into lots and lots of different things, which makes it feel a lot more. It makes it a faff every time you want to build something up, essentially. So I don't remember Angel Bob's having that, but it was at least a year and a half, maybe 2 years ago that I was playing it, because I have been playing through space exploration for that long. Yeah, which has its own long chains of construction, but they haven't bugged me in quite the same way. Perhaps because you can go through the chain in one place and you produce the heavily processed product that you can then ship off in that state off to everywhere and then use it there. Whereas in this one, it feels like more like you need to do all of the processing for all of the things in all of the places, and that makes it a bit more of a headache. Does that make sense? Good. Is this a sign of me being a bit of a solo streamer? Is like every so often I go off on a bit of a tirade and just talk over everybody else for a few minutes? I do apologise.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
I was assuming you were
When
waiting for a stream delay for him to actually answer.
I also was. We'll see if that's a good explanation or not. And also, I just started talking, and then it's too late. Oh, I should put some pumps in.
depends. It's 11:15, so
Oh, crikey, it is. Yeah, might need to think about bedtime. Also, but I want to put some pumps in these things first because I just realised it'd be a good idea. Oh, good. I'm glad it helps. Thank you. Yeah, and I'm going to assume because people keep coming back that that me going off on sort of waffly tangents like that is sort of what people come to the channel for. Uh, in before, because I don't know what, and nobody knows why else they would. Oh, Ella's just stopped streaming. Must have been bad.
Are you still there, Al?
I don't know. Oh, I think he's talking to stream rather than to us because I can't hear him anymore. But I can see his
Oh, I
lips moving.
sneezed and forgot to unmute.
Oh, right.
Oh, and it was glorious.
I was saying that I'm hiding from the biters that I'm pretending I didn't see.
Oh
Because
dear.
I know that Laurence is going to artillery them and they're going to attack the only bit of the wall that I haven't actually got around to yet.
I haven't gone back out with the artillery again for a while. I've been busy trying to make oil in order to make all the other stuff.
Like
So
bombs.
yeah, I think I probably, as Factorio mod packs go, I think probably starting off with going for space exploration as your first one is probably the way to go, because it does ramp up quite nicely from being quite vanilla early on, to going through. There's a sudden a bit of a jump in complexity when you go and start making the first of the space sciences, the one that actually is called rocket science. But it's no worse than the jump of trying to make yellow or blue science in vanilla Factorio, I don't think. I mean, obviously it's harder, it's that bit higher up from those, but I don't think it's any worse than trying to make yellow science. And then after that, you get the 4 tiers of the 4 types of space science, which are again another step up, but it advances nicely. And then I'm aware that I'm about to get to the deep space science, and I'm not dreading it. I'm sort of looking forward to it actually, because I'm a masochist. But I'm looking forward to it with mild trepidation, I guess is the best way to put it.
The amount I've looked into it for the tier 1 stuff, it doesn't look too bad. I
Okay.
made the mistake of going overboard on how much productivity I wanted in my Nacrium processing.
Right. Okay.
So bring that down to Novice and then processing it with tier 8, full of tier 8s, I think.
Oh crikey!
And
I've not made any tier
completely
8s. I've rescued a couple from pyramids, but basically I've not gone up to tier 8 because I haven't built any because there doesn't seem to be any point. I use tier 3s all over the place because they're the cheap ones. They don't require any sort of any advanced stuff.
My science is full of tier 8s, and there's tier 9. I've got a tier 9 in it, I think, that I found.
Oh, okay. No, sorry. Yes, I've got a couple of tier 9 speed modules affecting my science lab, and I think
I haven't got
actually
any
I did
tier
build up to
9s
tier
then.
6 productivity modules for that, but that's the only place.
I got productivity and efficiency. So it's random ones, presumably.
I guess so. Yeah, I'd be a bit miffed if I got an efficiency one because they're a bit pointless.
That was my first one, I think.
Oh, sucks.
I think
One
it was
entire column of centrifuges is doing the click enrichment at the same time.
Nice.
awesome.
It's almost like it's getting exponentially quicker.
Right, we are still short of oil because those patches are gradually filling the tanks up, but hopefully once the whole lot gets up and running, we'll have a bit less of a problem there. Have you been babysitting the Claytons
Yep.
all
Yep.
session? Okay.
Uh,
The
I
problem
mean,
with
in
this.
fairness,
Oh,
I've expanded
bye out.
slightly
stream
about.
finished. And then buy
But yeah,
Laurence stream. Buy Discord.
I did make a. I've got 200 depleted uranium magazines.
The only problem with the system you've got going there is that your top one fills up with up to 80 before it lets any go past. So
This is why it's got the red handle inserted, so a lot gets past.
Oh right, okay, but you've still got more than you need in that one.
Yes. Oh yeah. So this is why I've been manually stimulating.
Oh, you have been, okay, right, fair enough.
Phrasing.
You could set the stack size to 1 on those red handled inserters.
Yep. That would work.
Right. Oil be considering bed as well, I think. No, I've got the oil going. Sorry.
I just want to set up these stations. Basic circuits. What do they stack to?
200,
Pass.
Ah,
I
that's
think.
Let's find out. 200.
yeah. So
Hold it.
480. I need 100k basically.
96k, presumably.
Yeah. Is that going to request any? And what's the other thing? Yes, it
Are you...
is requesting some. And advanced motors.
Where is he? Oh, he's up there. What are you doing up here?
Gyroscopes.
Oh, gyroscopes. Ah.
I'm undecided actually. I switched it over to a 6 train. I'm now wondering if that was foolish. If it should be only a. I'm gonna modify this and have it so it's only filling the first one for now.
Okay.
What did I just say I wanted?
Green circuits.
No,
96,000.
after that one,
Oh,
the other thing.
I don't know. Sorry.
You mean you weren't listening?
Nope.
Advanced motors.
Oh yeah, you did say
We'll
that.
change
No,
this
no,
to 2, I think, rather than 3.
Right, it is
Oh.
indeed 10 to 11. I'm going to wrap up the stream here because I've been dopey all evening. So thank you for those of you who've been along and put up with my being a little bit dopey all evening. It's much appreciated. It's been good to have you on the stream, and thank you for particularly to the people who joined in the chat. So Ant, Matteo, and Christian from a bit earlier, and that there's the few words earlier right at the beginning from that weird Mike chap, but you know
Yeah.
he's an odd one. Yeah,
Yeah, absolute lunatic.
thank you for being here. We've had, well, I don't know. I've done a bit of stuff. We've made some artillery. So we've been able to blow up some biters. That's good fun. I'm glad we got to that stage. Although there's a couple of nests up there that are respawning. I'm just going to take those out while I look at them, because I don't want them to be there. Because the artillery train is right here, so it might as well. Doo-dum, ba-dum. I like the little levels of detail now. You actually get the empty cases flying out of the back of the side of the artillery wagons and landing on the floor. They do disappear eventually, but it's a nice touch. Al has been messing around with the turrets down here, so he's in theory made it so the walls are a bit less likely to catch fire, which can only be a good thing. Let's see how it goes. No, walls still caught fire a little bit, but less than it did before. So yeah, it's an improvement. What else have we done? I faffed around with trying to build these nuclear buildings up here and got a bit fed up with it, to be quite honest. So I think we're gonna rip all of this out and go down here to the new greatness system down here that Tristan's been working on and have everything working off logistics bots, because that's going to be so much easier. And for the relatively small things like where we're just building up the machinery and the buildings, I think that's perfectly acceptable. I'm happy. I'm okay with that. So yeah, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Don't forget to drop in to see the Factorio space exploration video that's going to be coming out tomorrow evening. I've got a car-related video coming out on Saturday. There's a GTA video on Sunday, and then starting next week, we'll of course be streaming space exploration on Tuesday. There'll be another GTA video on Wednesday, and I expect we'll be back playing this again on Thursday. So thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time. And enjoy everything else that comes out.